rely on. From the network America relies on.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people?
There's no credit card required. But hurry, you only have this weekend to join for free. Celebrate National Streaming Day. Sign up at foxnation.com.
Today at 4 Eastern on Fox. Birmingham takes on Michigan.
What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Oh, let me take this off because Kyle's not in the race today. Oh, wait. When's the Red Sox? Oh, that's at 10. We don't need that up for that. No, fucking, what am I doing? OBS. Alright. Okay. Are y'all ready for something?
It's camping season, and at the Seven O's RV stores, every new camper is on sale.
So, me and Jaden did this thing called a mystery box on CircleBDiecast.com. What we did on there is Jaden gave me I gave Jaden my account information, probably risky as fuck. Jaden's probably gonna do some fuck shit. And then I had him pick out 4 diecasts, not Harvick, not Truex, not Syndic, and I also said no like race win diecast because I don't really like those as much as just a normal diecast. So yeah, that's like the criteria. They're all like the diecast chassis type, so they're all like pretty recent. But yeah, so we're gonna open this up. We're gonna see what's in it. Where do I put this?
Once again in action, of course, the Craftsman Truck Series has taken to it today. The first
Okay.
one is on track, and Christian Eckes, he's been on
So,
a streak.
time to open this shit up. Jaden knows what's in here, and I don't. Jaden is the only one who knows what is in this box. I have no clue what is in this box. What is up, Andy? So I'm about to find out. I'm about to open it. Let's see. I kind of want to look one at a time, so like I don't want to. I'm just gonna like grab in. Okay, there's packing peanuts. Alright, let's get rid of these packing peanuts. Alright, so I'm about to pull the first diecast out. The first diecast is Kyle Larson! Kyle Larson, number 5 car. Kyle Larson, HendrickCars.com, number 5. This is a cool one, because, like, the only, like, number 5 car I have is, like, a Casey Kane, like, farmer's insurance car from, like, 2014 or some shit. So, yeah, this is awesome. Larson. And it's a next gen. It is very iconic now. That paint scheme, I saw a graphic yesterday. They have 7 different cars and trucks with the, like, through history. They've had, besides, like, the Ricky Hendrick original one, like, since, like, 2017, they have, like, 7 cars with that. Alright, so number 2. Number 2. We got Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott, number 9, Napa Auto Parts. Wow, that is awesome. So 2 Hendrick cars. I do not have this one either, so that's pretty cool. Pretty coolio. I think Jaden knew that I wanted these 2, because I was kind of talking about how I wanted them. So don't call him Mickey Elliott. Don't call him Mickey Elliott. Don't! So Chase Elliott, this is a pretty cool one. He won Nashville with this last year. I guess he technically won Pocono with it last year. What other races did he win with this? Oh, Dover. I think the other ones he won with another paint scheme, right? Pretty sure. So Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott we got. So 2 more cars left. 2 more cars left. This car right here, Kurt Busch, number 45, McDonald's, Curtis. That is awesome. So I recently got the Kurt Busch, like, Kansas win. the Jordans one. The Jordans one. But yeah, this is like one of the more primary schemes, so I think that's pretty cool. And I can recreate the fight. I can recreate the Las Vegas fight. Even though it's not the exact same car.
What would it mean to you to win at this return to North Wilkesboro?
Yes, it's also the very last car he ever drove. That's pretty sad too. Even though it's not the same driver, I could still recreate the Las Vegas fight. All right. And the last car. We got Kyle Busch Ethel Chocolates. Jaden just really seems to want me to have this car. So that is awesome. This he used at Las Vegas last year. He almost won that race, and then a fucking caution came out. Shit pissed me off. But yes, this is a pretty sick car. This is a good idea, Jaden. I think we should do this like every few months or so. We should do like a mystery box every few months or so. I think it's a good idea. I think these ones are cool. Man, that is awesome. Alright, let's open them up.
This 2023 season, we're lower in the points than we've been in 2 years. At third, so
let's open them up. What are your thoughts? I think they're awesome.
season for us just for the adversity we've struggled with thus far. And that comes from the lack of experience in the truck garage.
Yeah, I love how I do like that they're all next-gen cars, too. There's the Ethel Chocolates. Yeah, these ones in particular are very nice. These die casts that they make, it's a reason they're more expensive. They have more detail. You can tell that they weren't as cheap to make. These are nice cars. I wouldn't necessarily call these like playing with cars. What the hell? A piece of the paint chipped off onto my finger. That's weird. I don't see where it came from, so it's probably not that big of a deal.
What did you see out of Thorsport?
Larson.
Thorsport as a whole was pretty good. Their long run speed looked pretty decent. Everybody's out of shape, and they all looked like they had good forward drive. Ty obviously was good qualifying. He ended up third. Haley was 10th. Great run for her, but Ben and Matt kind of struggled a little bit qualifying. 18th and 19th.
Larson!
So they got some work to do. But like I said, this place, you're not on new tires, right? Every lap. The tires get slower.
EnterCars.com. This is a special paint scheme. Even though it's like just the basic one that he uses, like it is a special one. Did Aaron Judge steal signs? That's not what the conversation was about. The conversation was about him tipping pitches. Or about the pitcher tipping pitches and if he was picking up on it. I'm pretty sure that's at least what the conversation was about. Unless there was something else new that I haven't seen yet. I knew you wanted the Elliott and I was able to catch it on stock. Yeah, I was actually surprised you were able to get that one. Arson's scheme is pretty iconic now. Kurt's unofficial final ride and the Kyle Busch was the random one, but you said you liked it. Yeah. Man, that's going to make me cry. Kurt Busch's final ride. It's a damn shame. I wanted to see him race one last time. I mean, I guess his final ride in an official race, I still got to see that. That's cool. Alright, the other two we got to open.
You need parts, eBay Motors ensures a guaranteed fit. Hey, Dave? Yep. Wait. How those new wipers?
I'm not gonna lie, Jaden. Last night, I thought you got me a Ross Chastain car. I thought you got me a Ross Chastain car because I remember we were on Discord last night and we were talking about like which cars I would have to move on my shelf to make room for these cars, and you were like, you'll have to move the Jamie McMurray one. Like, I heard you say that, and I was like, oh, so you got me a Ross Chastain one. I was wrong. This one's weird. This one's got a little plate on it. That's weird.
To try it first.
These used cars.
Bro, and it doesn't look like it's easy to come off either.
Affects the value.
They literally have it like super glued on there, bro. What the hell?
We're twins. Stop. Hey, shop at the all-new CarFacts.com. Identical twins.
That's some bullshit.
From the future of humanity.
Give me my car, bitch.
A courageous crew of
Get off my
soldiers
fucking...
where none have gone before.
Ugh.
No pressure.
Bro, it's got this sticky shit over the screws, so you can't even just take off the screws.
Zero-turn mower from Trucks Outfitter. Only Ferris mowers have patented independent suspension technology that smooths out uneven turf. Ask about Ferris mowers at your area Trucks Outfitter.
That's some bullshit.
Experience suspension.
KBM has 99 wins. Alright, let's open it up this last Chase Elliott diecast. There we go. That's pretty cool. I gotta get this shit off of here. I had no clue how I'm gonna do that.
This is Fox 68 WSYT, your local broadcast entertainment station.
Welcome back to Race Day on Fox with a beautiful look out at the famous North Wilkesboro Speedway, which is where the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series is racing today. The triumphant return to racing at North Wilkesboro. There's Matt Crafton, 3-time champion in the series, also a 15-time winner. He will start 18th for the race today. And our most recent, well, one of the recent race winners was Grant Enfair. He won out at Kansas, 8-time winner in the series. He will start 7th for the race momentarily. And time now for our race picks, who we believe can get it done out at North Wilkesboro. And Todd, since you've raced there before, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go first. But what do you say, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what. Corey Heim has been so consistent this year. Only 2 races finished outside the top 10. Top 10 in the last 3 with a win. I think he's going to...
Everything good, nothing bad? Well, besides this plate on here that I'm trying to get off.
Trevor, what are you going with?
And they have, like, glue over the screws, so you can't even just unscrew it. So...
anything he gets in, and I think he's going to figure this place out fast.
Can't go wrong with Kyle Larson. I'm going to go with one of the Truck Series regulars, though, and that's Ty Majeski. I think he's the driver who's going to be able to get it done. So,
like the loyalty
we've been
there.
talking about the race. It's time now, though, of course, to go out to the voices in the booth and say hello to Adam Alexander.
Thank you, Caitlin, and I'm happy to say this. For the first time in 27 years, it's race day at North Wilkesboro for the Craftsman Truck Series. Today, it's the Tyson 250 on Fox. This racing facility that opened in 1947. NASCAR came here from 49 to 1996. And this weekend...
Yeah, I can't do anything about that. I'm pretty sure I've seen someone say they use a lighter to melt the glue. Oh, that's a good idea.
2017, he's now a star for Joe Gibbs Racing at the Cup level. Kyle Larson won the Cup Championship 2021. Today, he looks for his 3rd win in a truck. William Byron behind the wheel of the 51 for Kyle Busch. He's won 3 times in a Cup car this season, including last week at Darlington. And they're all chasing a series regular. Corey Heim starts on the pole for a 2nd consecutive week.
Or maybe just use the lighter to melt down all the plastic and then take it off easier.
Ladies and gentlemen,
right.
would you please rise as you are able and remove your hats as Fort Bragg Fire and Emergency Services Honor Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome Deacon of Pleasant Ridge Baptist Church and State Senator of North Carolina, Eddie Settle.
Please pray with me. Dear Lord, we're just grateful, we're thankful for this day, God, and we're thankful that those of us that are native Wilkes Countyans, that it's not a dream, that you made it come true. We're eternally thankful for that. And Lord, you give us scripture, Lord, it tells us in John that you raised Lazarus from the dead. We also know that Jesus Christ on the third day rose from the dead, God, and we're eternally thankful for that. That is our only hope and the most important thing in all of our lives. We also know, God, that in 1996, this track died, and you've brought her back to life. We thank you for that, God. We give you and you only all the praise and the glory for anything good that happens here today. We ask you to be with our drivers, be with the pit crews, be with all those that are involved to keep them safe, harm from evil, and to give us all traveling grace as we leave this place. We give you all the glory and all the love in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Nashville recording artist and Wilkes County's own Alex Key.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare above bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hell yeah. Yeah, people showed up for this race, that's for sure.
Has quite the love affair with this track.
So I gotta put more fucking liquid in there.
Welcome in, everybody, with Michael Waltrip, Phil Parsons. I'm Adam Alexander. It's so good to have you with us on Fox. I was just down in the garage, and a fan said to me, if I'm dreaming, I hope I never wake up. This is a special day for all of us, in particular you and your family, Phil.
Yeah, Adam, without a doubt. I really can't even believe that we're here. This racetrack has meant so much to my family. Both my parents grew up in Wilkes County. I don't remember anything other than coming to the races here as a little kid in North Wilkesboro. And this is where my family got the love of racing. My brother Benny was brought to the racetrack here by my dad when he was just a toddler. Now they've named the grandstands after him. This place has meant so much, not only to our family, but everybody in Wilkes County. When this racetrack closed in '96, these race fans didn't give up. These locals didn't give up. They prayed about it. They worked for it. And here it is. And I cannot believe it. And I couldn't be happier that we're back here at Wilkesboro.
I'm with you, Phil. I was in
Goddamn right.
in 1996. And when they announced we're coming back, I had so much energy and excitement for what this place was going to look like. Marcus Smith, Dale Earnhardt Jr., everybody at NASCAR did such a great job renovating it, but yet keeping the history here as well. And I'm loving it. But I'm telling you what I'm really going to love is when this green flag waves on Fox, because there's some good stories on the track. We got experienced veterans like William Byron.
Hope you enjoyed the mystery box. All right, Jaden. You should stay for the race, though.
He's going to go up against
Benny Parsons stands? Wow, yeah.
Who sat on the pole. But you know what Corey Heim did at Martinsville? Restart after restart. Late, he held off Kyle Busch and went to victory lane. You accomplish that versus this type of competition.
Man, this is gonna be a good day, y'all. This is this track is North Wilkesboro. Look at this place. This place was a track all the way from NASCAR's inception to 1996. So this track had been in NASCAR for as long as NASCAR had been a thing. And then in 1996, they took both of the race dates away from North Wilkesboro, gave them to Texas Motor Speedway. So this track has just been sitting, left, abandoned. Well, I wouldn't say for the entirety of 27 years, but like I think they did a few like smaller, like late model races there. But so at least since 2011, this track has been sitting there abandoned, and they got it fixed up. We're going back racing there after 27 years. It's pretty cool.
Here's your biggie bag. All that food for $5, that's my go-to.
Ooh, that's my ride or die.
Just like you and me. Bag boys. Bag boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring your food?
You can always bet on it. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's $5 biggie bag.
Yeah, I'd imagine that'd be the largest crowd for a truck series. Well, maybe not, because, like, what's the capacity? Like, I feel like they do need to add some seating if they really want to have a cup race here, besides the All-Star race. Okay, that's my only main concern, is like, there's really not a lot of seating. Yeah, only 20,000 permanent seats, 24,000 with the temporary grandstands that they have.
Save $7 instantly on dry lock concrete floor paint. Only $32.97 a gallon. Thompson's transparent waterproofing stain is now only $24.97. Save $5. This spring, do it yourself with Value Home Centers. Value for the do-it-yourselfer. In you.
Byrne Dairy and Deli convenience stores continue to grow. Many stores now include pizza, delis, ice cream shops, and gasoline. Fresh sandwiches, salads, pizza, wings, hamburgers, and more. Plus bakery fresh cookies and donuts from Shelby's Donuts. Everyone at Byrne Dairy and Deli is dedicated to customer service, honesty, and helping the communities they serve. Benefits include paid vacation, health benefits, automatic 401k enrollment, and employee scholarships. Join the Byrne Dairy and Deli team. Apply at ByrneDairyStores.com.
Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy are only on Fox 68. For over 35 years, we've watched and played along. Here's to many more years of America's favorite game shows, Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. Weeknights beginning at 7, only on Fox 68.
Last time we were here was 1996.
They come off the corner, Mark will win it.
The series was young, but today's stars are even younger. Most not even born yet to remember that day. Well, okay, most everybody. There's a charm to a revival, a shine you can get. That's brought even the big stars out to play. The baddest in the Blue Ridge is back, and it's ready for a new chapter to be written. We're racing again.
Yeah, I'm gonna destroy this diecast to try to get the plate off of it.
How about this? 22 drivers in the field today that weren't even born the last time we raced here back in 1996. We are ready to go at North Wilkesboro. Let's go trackside and get the command.
And now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome four-time NASCAR Truck Series champion and NASCAR Hall of Famer Ron Hornaday Jr. and Andrew Boyles, Complex Manager of Operations, Tyson's Foods, North Wilkesboro.
It's been 27 years. Wilkesboro, are you ready? At the Hammer Tyson Food. Drivers, start your engines!
Fitting, Ron Hornaday gets the command. Top 75 driver all time in the history of NASCAR. And, of course, a NASCAR Hall of Famer. We're looking now at our Tyson 250 starting grid.
What great qualifying efforts by Colby Howard and Brett Holmes back in row 3.
Kyle Larson, Grant Enfinger there on row 4. Larson's one of the favorites today.
And there you see Bell on row 5 with Haley Deegan, who put it up inside the top 10 in qualifying. Let's visit now with Ty Majeski, another great qualifying run from him, Phil.
Yeah, Ty Majeski, Phil Parsons, Michael Waltrip, Adam Alexander in the Fox booth. You got a copy?
I got you boys loud and clear.
All right, but we talked earlier in the garage. You ran this racetrack Wednesday night. How advantageous will that be for you today?
Well, it's huge. This place has just got such a lack of grip that anytime you can, get on a long run, you really don't know you know, all the nuances of the racetrack until you really get in a race pace. And, you know, I learned a ton on Wednesday night. I'm sure going to have the opportunity to run my late model and learn all those little nuances as I was talking about. I think it'll pay dividends today.
All right, buddy, we appreciate you talking to us. Have a great run.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You've heard from the guys in the booth. Now let's visit with those on pit road. Down there today, Josh Sims and Jamie Howe. We go ladies first. Good afternoon, Jamie.
Well, good afternoon, Adam. You know, at 20 years old, Carson Hocevar, he's one of those 22 drivers that wasn't born yet. Last time we raced here back in 1996, but that has not slowed him down. Now, he has the best qualifying effort he's had all season. He's got a front row start, but what's bigger in his mind is that during the 55-minute...
Bro, I'm literally going to break this thing today.
He had the best 5, the best 10, the best 20, the best 30 lap average of anybody else in the field. So not only does he have the speed to be up front, but he also has the speed to be able to stay up front. It's going to come down to him to be disciplined enough to control it when it counts. Josh?
Well, Jamie, a tough start to the day for defending Truck Series champion Zane Smith, who failed inspection 3 times this morning. As a result, did not get to qualify, and he's going to start this race from the back of the field. So I talked to crew chief Chris Lawson just a few minutes ago, and he said because of where we're starting, we're going to have to get off strategy. We're going to have to try some things, get aggressive, and do something to get that track position back. But at the same time, he said the confidence of this team is not shaken. He said, I feel as good about our chances to win today as I did yesterday before we ever failed inspection, guys.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Josh. And now we take a look at our onboard cameras for today's race.
Yeah, Chris Hacker's going to carry our Morgan & Morgan camera for the people. These are great views, man. I'm telling you, Adam, we're going to have to watch closely from these cameras getting down into turn 1. It's going to really tighten up in this race.
Michael, we're also going to ride along on the 24 truck. This is Rajat Caruth. This is the Wendell Scott Foundation Chevy, coming off his best career finish last week at Darlington with a 6th. And how about this view from the driver's side camera? It will be awesome to see what Rajat's going to be looking at this entire race.
And a great qualifying run for Daniel Dye. He has our Race to Stop Suicide onboard camera. There's that part of the track I was just talking about. Watch for some action as they squeeze down into turn 1. It's going to be big. Daniel will roll from the 16th position.
Your comments there, Michael. A nice transition to our Craftsman track description.
Slippery, bumpy, character. These are all some of the things you're going to hear. Just over a half mile in length. Both ends banked the same, 13 degrees. But the big deal is when you go down into turn 1, you're going downhill. You're going to be carrying way more momentum. And conversely, into 3, you can really pack it down into that corner. What a great racetrack.
Let's take a look at our race analysis. This race is 250 laps, a little over 156 miles. Stage 1, 70 laps. Stage 2, 70 laps. The final stage, 110 laps. And the question is, these drivers have 6 sets of tires, 1 on the truck 5 lane, and how they're going to use those tires, that's the key.
This could be a one-stop race.
They're going to do it. But when the caution flag flies, that will determine exactly how this thing plays out. What do you think we hop on board with Ben Rhodes and see what he's up to? Love it. Hey, Ben, Michael Waltrip and the Fox team, do you copy?
Hey, Michael, I got you.
Well, I told you I might be up in the booth spotting for you. You need my help today, or you think you got this?
Yeah, I might need your help. I don't know if you saw or not, but I'm behind the second pace car, so I've got a lot of work to do on a very slippery track.
Well, manage those tires. What is the key? How are you going to make these passes? Where do you see the best opportunity to pass?
Yeah, I think the best opportunity is going to come from just saving myself.
This is where I'm at. I'm fucking up this plate.
That's what we have to do. I think everybody was really surprised with tire wear yesterday in practice. There were some people that ordered their tires and then just didn't have very much tread left at the end of it. So that's going to be a big factor today in the stages.
All right, buddy, we'll be watching. Have a good race. You're a champion. You've won at Daytona. You've done it all. Good luck.
Thank you, Michael.
No experience on this track, so it's a bit of a wild card. But if you're going to win today and you're a series regular, you've got to beat the best, including among them William Byron, who starts up on the second row, driving to 51 for Kyle Busch Motorsports. Anytime he shows up, you know he's going to be a player, and he's not the only one we expect to be up there today.
Well, how about a Hendrick Motorsports teammate, Kyle Larson? You know Kyle's going to be really good. First truck race in a number of years there, but Kyle Larson, no matter what he gets in, he's a competitor that can win the race, and he's starting from the 8th spot.
Now, I think that I heard Kyle Larson tell me last night that he's been on dirt tracks that have more grip.
I believe that.
Than North Wilkesboro. And, you know,
I mean, he took a 2-0 lead last night.
Stuff. He understands taking care of
Yeah,
his
we got
tires. It's
a...
gonna be tough to beat today.
Bell won the Truck Series Championship, driving for Kyle Busch 2017. Has made exactly one start in this series since then. Came 5 years ago. It's great to have him back, and you've got to expect him to find his
Never
way
mind.
to
I was going to say something, but I realized how dumb I was.
Guys, we have 5 Cup drivers in this field, and all 5 of those drivers won races in the Cup Series last year.
It's a stacked field, and everybody wants to be a part of this return to North Wilkesboro, and that's why they're running trucks today. But you got a veteran in that 88 there like Matt Crafton, or the youngster Corey Heim starting on the pole. Let's listen in and see what the team's saying.
And go have some fun. Plan on dictating the whole damn race. Get your trophy going to Tim's house and tear it up the backyard. 10-4. Appreciate you guys too. Look, we got a really good opportunity, so thank you all for your hard work.
Where's Tim's house? I want to go.
Surely we're invited, aren't we?
I like that attitude, though. Came hungry, ready to play.
There's one lap to go before the green flag flies at North Wilkesboro. Wow. Been so much anticipating this moment, and I cannot wait to watch these truckers do battle.
You've been in the simulator. Some drivers tested up here. You got 50 minutes of practice yesterday.
What is up, NASCAR Engaged with Gage, man? How you doing, Gage?
What are these drivers feeling right now?
Right now, they're a little bit anxious. Once we get these, once this green flag comes out, they're going to be better. But you look at this racetrack, what a great view. You see all those dark spots. There's grip on those dark spots. Those are patches.
You might have a little bit of trouble getting the heat races in tonight.
Race from patch to patch.
There is some rain in the area.
3 and 4, there's a good long strip.
I mean, we'll be fine to complete this race, but...
Everywhere else, you're slipping and sliding.
It's been 27 years.
All right, y'all.
At North Wilkesboro.
I gotta film this moment.
It's an awesome crowd. Sit back and enjoy.
This is a great moment. Green flag is in the air from North Wilkesboro for the first time in 27 years. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? I got a big smile on my face right now.
That's what these guys on the outside are all going to be trying to do. Get down. And that means squeezing. And if the
Isn't this awesome, y'all?
then you'll be turned around.
Look at this crowd on hand for a truck race. I mean, it's probably not, it's not that big of a crowd, like if you compare it to like, it's like 24,000, but it's full.
There you see Larson stuck up top. Look at all the ground.
That's smaller than like the smallest MLB stadium.
Behind Christian Eckes in the 19 truck.
Eckes won last week. It's a second win of the year for him.
And you know right now, Phil, as you see them running off the track, off turn 2 there, I think we'll see more and more of that as Infinger slides on the inside of Kobe Howard. These guys are not only racing each other right now, but they're trying to take care of those tires. They're trying to conserve what they've got and not burn them up early.
See Kobe Howard, the 9 pulls down in front of Caden Honeycutt. Desperately get to the inside. That's the key. Now Christian Eckes, that 19 truck, is going to try to work his way underneath that 20 of Caden Honeycutt. Look how low they are. Left side tires down on the concrete for Christian Eckes.
We'll see more and more of that as they just squeeze down lower and lower. The racing into turn 1 could get intense. You can see how close they are to that inside wall. Run about 6-8 laps. The guy in front of you might have to lay a bumper to him to get him up out of the way.
I say Honeycutt getting a little bit impatient there, I feel like, in the 20.
Well, he sees the gap in front of that 9 truck. Just like at Martinsville, when there's a gap in front of the truck, then you need to have that space.
Got a good battle here.
Timmy Hill racing before Chase Purdy. In front of them, Zane Smith in the 38 on the move. Didn't qualify earlier today. Josh talked about it in his pre-race report. Reigning series champ trying to work his way to the front after starting in the rear.
Johnny Sauter tried to squeeze down on Timmy Hill. Wasn't able to do. You see the orange truck on the inside. Takes that spot.
A little bit of a throwback paint scheme for Timmy Hill. His dad, Jerry, used to run in the truck series back in the day.
You saw that aggressive exit to turn 2. I'm looking for that to even get trucks more down on that new pavement. Until you said it, racing from patch to patch. Let me just tell you.
Yeah, they got to repave this track after this race, or after this race weekend.
That's good. The great part's not so good. So you're searching for that grip.
You have to remember, we didn't have any grip here 27 years ago when we last raced.
Yeah, Dale Sr.'s probably very proud of his son for what he did. He's looking down right now and he's smiling, enjoying a race just like the rest of us.
William Byron has it. Right behind him, the 98 is Ty Majeski. Won twice last year in the playoffs, including on the short track in Bristol, Tennessee.
We talk about experience here. The top 6 runners right now all raced Wednesday night.
You can't show the timing and scoring without NASCAR permission? Well, you know what? NASCAR can suck my fucking balls. If NASCAR has a problem with me showing their timing and scoring, you know what they can do? They can come over to my house, they can get down on their knees, and they can suck my fucking balls. Alright?
That's like saying, hurry up, but don't use your tires up.
Yeah, hurry up. Don't use the throttle, don't use your tires. But go ahead and pass it. But that was a great point that Jamie made, because I've heard people talk about it when they do a choose, giving up 3 or 4 rows to make sure they get to the bottom.
But we saw a nice launch there from Corey Heim at the original start. Used that outside lane and got the run and kept the lead. So we'll see how it goes. But yes, you've got to be on the bottom. As you see Larson making up a move there against Christian Eckes.
He slid back to 12. Now he gets back by Eckes to 11th. And I'm going to throw out something that's crazy. I wondered, was there a little bit of conservation early to go, or no? Did he just fade a little bit in the early going when he got trapped in the outside lane?
I just think he got hung on the outside. Couldn't get back down at the bottom. There's so much difference, especially in turns 3 and 4, where that new strip of pavement is on the inside compared to the old pavement on the outside.
I just felt like the question had to be asked. Anytime he's going in the wrong direction, I feel like it's got to be by design, unless there's a major problem.
Well, you know, he got stuck up there, Adam, and he's smart enough not to force it. You know, he just did say,
Where's my
all right, let's get a couple by me. I don't want to mess up my tires here early. So it might have been a combination of 2. Carson Hocevar heard of the pit reporters say that he was the fastest in the long run averages.
All right, I'll just use this
And
one.
he's showing the speed he has, as is Ty Majeski. Ty Majeski's so good on these little racetracks, and I love that line he's running. He had his truck almost all the way down on the concrete.
Had a great run coming off turn 2, pull up beside of William and beat him. They said if you get down to the inside of somebody and you're side by side going in turn 3, you got the spot.
Talk about the Cup stars in the field, but the top 3 right now all running for the Truck Series Championship. Corey Heim started on the pole. He's led every lap. Hocevar is second. Majeski now third. This is what it's all about for the tailgaters at North Wilkesboro.
Fancy ran off a cupcake. Listen, don't worry. I'll find your dog.
Oh, my baby, thank you so much.
Oh my god. I just fucking destroyed this car, dude.
Geico for over 85 years. And he beat me to that.
I cannot believe myself, dude. I just destroyed this car.
Okay, can I have my dog? Thank you so much.
Oh, God.
Geico, over 85 years of trusted service.
I hate myself. I hate myself. I hate myself. I hate myself. I hate myself.
You're a gardener, a landscaper, a hunter. Because you didn't settle for ordinary. The same goes for your equipment. Versatile, powerful, durable Kubota equipment. More goes into it, so you get more out of it.
I hate myself. Can you show us the race? I cannot show the TV, unfortunately. That's a waste of money right there.
Get 2 entrees and an appetizer for $25 now with steak. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go out and do all the things that make summer, summer. Like getting ice cream, movie nights, I'll keep it down. Hiking with the besties, catching sunsets, or just playing catch. Go long.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
The All-Star Race, or the best of the best. Return to one of NASCAR's most historic tracks. North Wilkesboro. North Carolina, baby. With an uphill backstretch and a downhill front stretch. Anything can happen, especially with $1 million on the line. What would you do for $1 million? What wouldn't I do? I'm bringing the 29 back. I'll be ready. I'll be ready. Will you?
The All-Star Race, Sunday on FS1. Saturday, it's baseball night in America on Fox. Bears and the Dodgers battle Goldschmidt and the Cardinals, or the Mariners take on Acuna Jr. and the Braves. It's baseball night in America tonight at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Second short track race of the year for NASCAR's Craftsman Truck Series. We're live at North Wilkesboro, and the man that won at Martinsville last month has led them all so far today. Corey Hahn, 23 circuits out front. As you look at that old leaderboard, still set up the way it was when we left here in the Cup race in 1996.
Caution. Oh, trouble.
Caution of the day.
56 is around.
Just over 20 laps in, was already into some lap traffic, and the yellow is out for the 56 of Timmy Hill.
Like we said, it's pretty much all the grip is on the bottom.
If you could show the timing and scoring, then you could show the race. Fortunately, that's not how that works. I wish that was how that worked.
Tuck into a hole, and it just wasn't there. I know how bad he wanted to get down there, but Johnny wasn't going to let him down there. Connor Jones did a nice job in that 66 truck avoiding him, as well as a couple other trucks.
Timmy was on the move, too. He made a couple passes, was running 22nd, so looked like he was having a pretty good day, and now he's a lap down.
You know, Michael, we talked during the race analysis about tires. Again, 5 sets of tires sitting in the pits. I think this is a tick early on lap 25 right now of a 70-lap stage. I think if we were at 35 or 40, then I think guys would consider it. The drivers want them now because they're over a second slower than what they were at the start.
And the stream that if you're not going to show the race. Why would I do that? That seems a little,
You've got to play with the cards you're dealt.
Like, I wouldn't do that.
Tires in their pits. How do they use them most efficiently and make sure they've got an extra set laying there late in this race in case the caution comes out?
Yeah, I was talking to some of the drivers down in the garage, Jerry, Adam and I, and they said, well, but you know, the guy that has the best tires at the end of the race is going to win. And you certainly don't want to have any new tires sitting in the pits when the race is over because you're not going to win if that's the case.
This caution good for the 0-2 of Chris Wright. He had just gone a lap down. He gets the free pass here. So that means we'll have 34 trucks on the lead lap. Spencer Boyd had gone a lap down, and Michael, you mentioned Timmy Hill with the spin also loses a lap here.
That was a big break for Stuart Friesen. Stuart didn't have a very good qualifying effort. He was the next truck that was getting ready to be lapped. So, man, I don't know, Phil. If I'm Stuart Friesen, I might play the wild card right here. Come in, get those tires. He's dead last anyway. We got to make something happen.
And if it goes green the rest of the way to the end of the stage, it'll work out for him because he'll pass a lot of trucks.
Pit road still closed.
I hate myself. I fucked up. You're greedy? How am I greedy? I'd love to know. Like, I'm not even eligible for monetization on this channel, bro. I just do this for the love of the game. Trust me, if I could do this shit for money, I would. I'd fucking sell out, bro, in a heartbeat. But I can't. I'm not even eligible for monetization. And even if I was, even if I reach the criteria, my monetization is blocked. Having or showing an intense selfish desire for something, especially wealth or power. For wealth or power? Power, maybe. Maybe power. Maybe you got something there. Maybe you got something there. Power, maybe I am a little power hungry. Maybe you got me there. But wealth, I ain't getting no wealth from this.
And for Christopher Bell, you know, we talked out on the grid, and he was saying that in practice session they were expecting to unload and just be way too loose, but he was way too
I have the power to show the race, but if I were to show the race, then NASCAR would, like, take down my stream.
Coming in, Jake Garcia making a stop, Colby Howard, Christian Eckes has won twice this year, including last week at Darlington, comes in for service.
So does Stuart Friesen, like we talked about. He didn't have anything to lose. There's Colby Howard.
Tyler Ankrum
I love the strategy for Stuart Friesen. He had to make something happen. I was a little surprised at some of those drivers up front. But again, if we go green the rest of the way to the end of this stage, all these drivers right now putting tires on will have a huge advantage, Josh.
Yeah, and you saw the 51 come in there, and they've been working on this truck all week long. I mean, talking to Brian Patty before the race after qualifying, they said they had to work, get this thing right. William Byron said it took a while for the fronts to come in and start to settle in. They need to keep with those adjustments and get the truck exactly where they want it, guys.
Caution comes out just over 20 laps in at North Wilkesboro. Corey Hine, the race leader.
Craftsman is back.
And to celebrate our return to the NASCAR Truck Series, Craftsman is offering special discounts to fans because teams can count on Craftsman tools to get the job done. And now you can too. When you take advantage of the Craftsman deal of the race, you'll save on the tools that'll help you power through your process.
NASCAR says you have to have their permission to show timing and scoring. And Gage, when have I ever lived by the rules? When have I ever lived by the rules? When have I ever lived by the rules? I've been doing these streams for over 2 years and NASCAR hasn't said shit.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Now open late.
Getting all set for the restart with the Tyson 250 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series racing here at North Wilkesboro.
The competitors are choosing their lane. The inside, outside, whatever you think's best. You know, you said if the caution doesn't flag in, but Adam, with these trucks in the back with those new tires, that's a recipe for a caution flag to fly.
Yeah, the speed disparity is going to be tremendous, and it's amazing the closure rate with these new tires versus the old tires. That's the thing you have to avoid. And the guys with new tires, they're the last ones that want a caution flag, so they really have to be on their toes.
Start of the race, Heim takes the outside lane, does the same here for our first restart that comes as we complete lap 31.
All right, green flag.
Corey have to be able to clear Carson Hocevar, that truck on the inside.
I think Corey's taking that outside lane because of that darker pavement up there.
See, you're showing the timing and scoring, but not the race. Makes no sense. Well, it does. It's just you got to have a little understanding of how YouTube works. If they pick up copyrighted content, like there is a slight risk with just me playing the audio. But if they pick up, like, if I were to show the race, they would pick that up and probably take down my stream. So they've never taken down my stream just for showing the timing and scoring, though.
Something that you typically expect when you come to North Wilkesboro.
See all these trucks with new tires just driving by these guys on old
Oh
tires.
my God!
That red 52 on the inside. That's Raja Caruth at 24. He stayed out.
They're racing hard.
And Friesen was running last. Inside only. He was the last truck on the lead lap, and now look at these moves he's making. If you don't think those tires are worn in, inside only. You've never watched a race at North Wilkesboro.
Best running position of those drivers that made a pit stop. William Byron up to 13th. Look at this.
That's a great illustration of what new tires will do compared to old tires.
Oh, he's squeezed in there. Look at that. Nearly spin does Raja Caruth in that 24 Wendell Scott truck.
I tell you, another thing we have to think of, these guys at the back of the pack now on old tires, it won't be long before the leaders get there to them, and those guys on new tires get up front and put them a lap down.
Zane Smith started in the rear. He did not make a pit stop there, but he's up inside the top 15. Reigning champ running 14th.
Josh Williams got squeezed there in some of that three-wide action. You can see damage on the left front. The good thing about the guys out in the back...
Fuck YouTube. I'm going to show the race tomorrow on YouTube and delete it right away. Okay, you do that.
Watch this guy go off turn 4.
How about Garcia, that 35 truck on new tires, making it, was it 4 wide for a moment there for Garcia?
You can do that for a while, but when your channel gets deleted, let me know how that goes for you.
Garcia, an 18-year-old, just graduated high school, but you get some fresh tires, that'll give you some quick confidence, right?
Absolutely. See Christopher Bell moving to the inside of Matt Craft, and Christopher Bell now all the way up in the 11th spot.
William Byron
coming along with him.
Byron up to 9th right now. after restarting 19th, so he's gained 10 positions on those new tires since the restart.
Yeah, the disparity in speed is unbelievable. It's obvious here.
There's Haley Deegan. She's top 10 right now with William Byron. Nice start about Haley here early.
Yeah, Haley's on those old tires. William has the new ones. Bell now pulling right up to the tailgate of William. Bell's in that 61 truck.
That's a great job to hold those trucks off for this long, even if it's another half lap. You know, we know how big a difference that makes, and she's hanging right in there.
We saw the pace slow down about a second and a quarter over the 24 laps prior to that caution flag.
Tied at the front, Corey Himes led the first 40 laps, but Carson Hocevar right in his hip pocket. Both drivers have a win already this year, locked into the playoffs.
This is toe-to-toe on old tires. It's what makes North Wilkesboro so fun for these drivers, slipping and sliding and trying to grab those spots away.
One thing about the old tires, after they cool off a little bit during a caution flag, they will get some speed back. They're back running right now about what they were running at the end of that run. After a few laps, as we see Ross Chastain move by the 23 of Infinger. That's a battle for the 6th spot.
Ross has got a fast truck moving up solidly here on those older tires.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's moving up, and he didn't bid. He's on those old tires, which is significant. Got to make a note of that.
A couple spots behind Ross is Caden Honeycutt, another strong run for the number 20 truck.
Great top 10 at Darlington for Caden. That's his 2nd top 10 of the year. And battle for the lead.
Got a great battle for the lead here.
42 inside of the 11. Carson Hocevar.
You're clear. All clear.
2nd leader of the day.
You think that might have been a situation that Corey Himes said, well, he's running a little bit harder than I want to run right now. I need to save my tires a little bit. Maybe let him be the rabbit and set the pace.
Yeah, they pay stage points at the end of the stage. You want to make sure you're in a good spot to win the stage, get a playoff point. Every point matters. It can get you to the next, it can get you in the playoffs, and that's what these drivers that are regulars are thinking right now. See Ross just lay over there. He knows those are 8 fresh tires compared to his 4 old ones.
And Byron in the 51 was the best of those trucks that came down pit road. Now Christopher Bell in that position is got around the 51, and they both find themselves knocking on the door of the top 5.
Remember now, that's the 2nd truck, that's 61 for Shiggy Hattori's team. Normally it's a 1-truck team, but doing a great job here. You see Christopher all the way down with almost 4 tires below the racetrack to get the position on the 41 of Chastain.
When we came up here to tire test, I saw that new pavement down there, and I could not wait to watch and see these guys drive down there off the racetrack and onto it. We saw a pass made there by doing so.
Byron gets by De Benedetto. Christopher Bell goes by as well. They're 5th and 6th on track, and they're 6 seconds behind our race leader, Carson Hocevar, out front, and leading laps for the first time since he won a couple of months ago in Texas.
Get crafts, sporting goods, restaurants, and the future of NASCAR all from your neighborhood. DoorDash.
For COPD, ask your doctor about Breasttree. Breasttree gives you better breathing, symptom improvement, and helps prevent flare-ups.
Breasttree won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breasttree more than prescribed. Breasttree may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
If you have COPD, ask your doctor about Breasttree.
Verizon Frontline is the advanced network for first responders on the front lines. Built to prioritize first responders. Built for extreme conditions. Built for the most reliable 5G network in America. Verizon is the #1 network choice in public safety. Because when seconds count and lives are on the line, the people we rely on need technology they can rely on. From the network America relies on.
I need to try it first.
Ray Mariotti here. When you need parts, eBay Motors ensures a guaranteed fit. Hey, Dave.
Yep. Wait.
How are those new wipers?
Well, my mom's dead, and she's been dead for almost 10 years, so...
Where the check means a guaranteed fit. Let's ride.
And no, I can't grab my own Hot Pockets. I'm an adult. I can get my own ass up, and I can make my own damn Hot Pocket.
Fresh tires on the move. Corey Hyman lost second to Kyle Larson. He now falls back to fifth. Is Byron and Bell on those better tires?
I can't believe myself, though, y'all. Look at this shit. The shell is off the car. 51 and 61 are together. Yep, Byron and Bell, who are both doing double duty this weekend.
Oh, sideways. That was Bell that had the back end hop out from underneath of him.
See that second blue and white truck with the 51 on it? That's William Byron. Bell right behind him.
Did you see Bell all the way off the road? This is fun.
Kyle Larson, Williams' Cup teammate, and that 7 truck still on the older tires. I love that view with those drivers. They're using that concrete now like you were talking about.
Yeah, they're all over that apron.
Byron looks like an offensive lineman.
You're vaping on YouTube Live. YouTube is going to get fucking mad. Bro, YouTube can do whatever they want.
They're going after the competition.
And so can I.
Second and third, and they're 2 seconds behind race leader Carson Hocevar.
It's the beauty of this country.
Tires, and we've got 14 laps to go in the stage. This is going to be a fun finish. Here's that 42.
I mean, as Carson looks in his rearview mirror and says, well, I don't see anybody behind me. I really have a nice lead. And in about 4 or 5 laps, William Byron is going to be there, Jamie.
And if you look at the lap times, Carson Hocevar has really been quite impressive on these older tires. He's only about 3/10 of a second quicker or slower.
We got a caution.
William Byron right behind him. And they were
13's around.
now that the caution flag is out for Haley Deegan, they were hoping that he was going to be able to maintain that lead.
So I think we'll have probably about a 7-lap shootout to the end of the stage here.
William Byron, Christopher Bell, they're not. So Carson Hocevar, he wants those stage points. The message now has been relayed to him that when they get to you, you just got to stay smart. Let's not make any bad decisions. Just remember, you're going to get a new set of tires eventually too, and you'll be able to come back through the field.
You get that caution for Haley Deegan. She was running 20th. It's big for her teammate, Ben Rhodes, who was about to go a lap down. And now the question becomes, how do you handle pit or not pit? You're going to be 10 to go on the stage probably when pit road opens.
Yeah, I think without a doubt, if you don't need the stage points, they're not that important to you. Stop now, put tires on, and you will mow through the field of the guys that are going to stay out.
And if you've won a race, you don't need those stage points. And you just start looking at the bigger picture. And that's where Carson Hocevar is. Do they come to pit road? I think so.
We're almost going to run this race like a road course. They're going to back this race up from lap 250. You want to have 2 sets of tires laying after the second stage ends on lap 140. So
I'll be going to Charlotte Motor Speedway all 3 days. I should do a live stream from the track. That'd be awesome. I think I did a live stream from Pocono last year, but only for like a few laps.
Obviously going to be a great view from our on-track reporter, Daniel Dye, as usual. Looks like maybe, is that Johnny Sauter? Maybe the white truck gets to the inside of Haley and they make a little bit of contact. What a job that Jake Garcia did as well as Daniel Dye.
What a job Haley did. That looked like that had rear clip tailgate right into that outside wall written all over it. She was able to keep it out of the wall, but then she came down the track and nearly got clobbered.
Second caution of the day, second time this afternoon. Chris Wright has received the free pass, scored in the 28th position.
Carson to pit road like we suspected.
I love it.
They're heading your way, Jamie.
Yes, and as Carson Hocevar makes his way down pit lane, he was telling the team that he was just telling what to do. He said, I'll stay out and keep fighting, but they did make that ultimate call. Back behind him on pit lane, Ty Majeski, he had a little bit of an adjustment that he was looking for. He said it's just too tight in the center. He needs more turns. So they wanted to make that adjustment for him. Carson Hocevar still on pit lane, but he's going to get out there, and he's got a lot of fight left in him, Josh.
Well, 7 of Kyle Larson was saying that the truck was pretty good, but it started to get loose towards the end of that run. They're going to make an air pressure and a track bar adjustment. As far as Corey Hyman, Scott Cipodelli was asking him, can he make it to the end of the stage? He said, I probably could, but we should probably come in and get those tires, guys.
Variant strategies. Race off pit road. One looked like by Corey Hyman.
I see Chase Elliott's car.
Number 1 pit stall. We'll sort through the running order and get a restart to end stage 1. Less than 10 laps to go at North Wilkesboro.
Hey, fellow truck lovers, it's me, Bob. Today I'm going to show you the easiest way to make your truck better. It's a no-brainer. WeatherTech. Laser measured floor liners that
Pitbull is going to perform at the American Idol finale tomorrow. That's cool.
Keeps the cargo organized. Roll up truck bed cover protects the cargo bed. Bump step to guard the rear bumper. No drill mud flaps, and of course cup phone for your phone. Boom. Better truck. Hope you were paying attention. Now remember, get all your American-made protection at WeatherTech.com.
I need to try it first.
During an asthma attack, every second feels like an eternity. Primatene Mist works fast. It's clinically shown to open airways quickly. Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again.
From big cities to small towns and on main streets across the U.S., you'll find PNC Bank, helping businesses both large and small, communities, and the people who live and work there grow and thrive. We're proud to call these places home too. They're where we put down roots, and where together we work to help move everyone's financial goals forward. PNC Bank.
Caution out for the second time today. Going to get a restart here. 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go in the stage when we return to the green flag. Problems for Marcus. He had a speeding penalty.
All right, so we're gonna have 7 to go in this stage.
Yeah, trouble with it. Looks like the jack broke. He's lost a.
Did you see the pit crew challenge? I did not see that, unfortunately. I streamed it last year, but last night I was working. All right, green flag. 7 laps to go in stage 1.
There's all the older tires, newer tires back there from 9th on back.
Friesen took the bottom and looked like he wanted to take the lead. Colby Howard up on the top.
How about Corey Hine making it 3 wide, already up to 4th on the exit of 2, and he will be 3rd by the time we get off of turn 4.
We had 4 wide. I promise you, I saw it. You said it was going to be wild, and it is. Look at that mess.
New tires versus old tires. Short stint.
That's a mess.
To the end of stage 1.
Able to do heat races today? Yeah, I will be doing the heat races tonight.
With all the action we're seeing on this track.
As long as it doesn't rain. Oh, trouble! The 56 around.
Timmy Hill, second time today.
Timmy Hill. That'll probably end the stage, and maybe we'll be able to go back for like 1 lap.
Damage to the left front of that truck as well.
Look at Corey Heim had gone on the pylon, had gone from 9th to 3rd on the restart on those newer tires. And I say 9th to 3rd, I'm not sure exactly where he was after the choose, but prior to the choose, he was scored in the 9th position and works his way to 3rd.
We may run enough caution laps to end this stage, so that's going to be great news for William Byron, Colby Howard, those guys on old tires, and Stuart Friesen, who's parlayed a really poor qualifying effort and right now running 4th.
I don't know why Byron stayed out on that pit stop. Honestly, like, he's not going for stage points or anything. It doesn't really make sense to me, but maybe they know what they're doing.
Here comes our in-race reporter. Did a nice job just blowing up, getting down off the racetrack.
Do we pay him? I mean, if we don't, we should, I think.
I said yesterday during practice he should invoice for per diem, and no one would challenge paying the bill. Free pass here goes to Brett Holmes. You talk about the give and take of this race. He spent the first 20 laps or so inside the top 10 after a great qualifying effort earlier today. Fell back, lost the lead lap, but here returns to the lead lap after getting the free pass.
Maka, you said 4 wide. Let's see if we can find it.
It's got to be there. I know I saw it. This is crazy racing. There we go. And William decided that. Or is that Larson? That's Larson.
I'm hoping we get to go back for 1 more lap in this stage at least. Maybe 2, but I doubt it. Honestly, I think either 1 or none.
Then once he got a little space, then he drove on.
That is so fun for a driver. Right there, like, Probably made a wise decision, didn't he?
Totally wise. He makes a lot of wise decisions, doesn't he?
He's seen trust.
He had 4 wide racing there.
It's on a dirt track or a short track.
This is his 199th track that he's competed on, Kyle Larson. How crazy is that?
That's amazing. All over the country and the world.
All sizes and shapes.
Garcia coming to pit road to get his tires. Timmy Hill with a little damage control on the front of that truck.
Here's a little history lesson. North Wilkesboro opened up 1947 as a dirt track. NASCAR started coming here 1949. It was the season finale that year for the Cup cars. Last Cup race here, 1996, won by Jeff Gordon. So many big moments in between. And when we found out last fall that NASCAR was coming back, Craftsman Truck Series All-Star Weekend, we just couldn't believe that it was happening. And here we are. And you talk about...
All right, so we are going back for one lap in this stage.
This is spectacular.
I mean, there's signs in every yard, every business is welcome back. We got you back. Just a great feeling here. What a great vibe.
It is that. Came up here a couple of months ago for a tire test and said, man, this place is right. And this is going to be right, too. We're going back racing, Phil, with one to go.
We didn't even like to do tire tests back in the day. You came to watch your tire test.
This is going to be chaotic, I'd say.
GW's back tomorrow? Yeah, that's going to be cool, man. You're going to see a boogity. All right. We're going to have one lap to go in this stage when we go back green. It'll be a one-lap shootout till the end of stage 1. Got William Byron, Colby Howard on the front row. Green flag.
Trying to get the top spot again. 1 lap to go. Stage 1, North Wilkesboro for the Craftsman Truck Series.
Corey needs to clear William by the time they get to turn 3 because William's going to have that grip down on the bottom. Oh, Corey does it.
Corey Heim. So Corey Heim is going to win stage 1.
Starting on the pole, he wins the stage.
And they made it.
Take a deep breath, right?
I was. I needed a breath. I was holding mine for them to be able to run that one lap without a wreck.
For Corey Heim, it's the 4th career.
DW.
Third time he's done it. In 2023, we're back to North Wilkesboro. After you watch this on Fox.
Wendy's Strawberry Frosty is back for the summer, so Tyler's been spending a lot of Frosty time outside.
Ooh. What? Bro, you look like a strawberry. It'll even out. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Now open late.
Bring my odds here. When you depart, eBay Motors ensures a guaranteed fit. You say you'll need headlights and the bumper. At least you can skip the car wash. Just go to eBay Motors to check and it's a guaranteed fit. Let's ride.
I need to try it first.
Yeah.
Bet for the Dodgers, battle Goldschmidt and the Cardinals. Or the Mariners take on the Braves. Baseball Night in America, tonight at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Hi, I'm Tony, one of the attorneys at Stanley Law Offices. I've been practicing law for nearly 20 years. I've seen what insurance companies do, how they put you through the ringer. You need the team at Stanley Law Offices. I know the ins and outs of insurance law, and I'm here to fight for you. Denying delay. That's not something Joe made up for a TV commercial. That's reality. You need a team that's going to work hard for you, fight for you. That's what we do here at the Stanley Law.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue.
With a range of drive modes and intelligent off-road technology, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places. The 2023 Nissan family of SUVs. Anything but basic.
Get a low $299 per month lease, or get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
When you shop Burdick Mazda, you'll experience unmatched service. We're Upstate's only President's Club Award winner 2 years running. We're celebrating with savings for you.
Including this $359 a month lease on a new 23 Mazda CX-5 2.5S Select. Or choose 4.9 for 63 financing.
Massive May inventory, over 150 Mazdas. That's why people are choosing Burdick Mazda at Drivers Village. See why at burdickmazda.com.
You're watching Fox 68, WSYT 68.1.
FS1 with $1 million on the line. NASCAR's best take on the historic track in North Wilkesboro for the All-Star race. It all begins 5 Eastern time with the All-Star Open. Then engines fire at 8. Don't miss all the action. FS1 and the Fox Sports app. Stage 1 complete for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Racing the Tyson 250.
Big road is open, Adam.
We're going to find out what everyone's plan is here.
There's a variety again.
There they are. Put the 11 out front.
51 making his pit stop. William Byron pitted on laps 28. Now he's going to come in and get another fresh tires. Josh, what are they saying down in 51 pit?
Well, they're saying the adjustments they made last time, making an air pressure adjustment, helped. They still need more to get there, so William Byron said double the adjustment with the air pressure from last time in the 51. As far as the 9 of Colby Howard, their main concern is whether or not they have a tire rug. They said check the fender to see if that's happening. If there's no issue, get those 4 tires and fuel and make a track bar and air pressure adjustment.
Phil, you got your pencil sharpened, you know who's got tires, who's getting tires, who's doing what. I mean, the strategy, as we said from the top of the show, is dictated by when the caution flag flies and when these stages in. And these crew chiefs are using every brain cell they've got to try to figure out how to do this properly.
Yeah, and I think we also got to realize that a lot of those guys have already put their second set of tires on. If this goes green a long way, they could be in trouble.
The start to stage 2 when we come back.
This is ready to go online. Any questions?
Yeah, I got one. How about the best network imaginable? Let's invent that.
That's what we do here.
Quick survey. Who wants their internet to work pretty much everywhere? And it needs to run smooth, like super smooth.
Hey, should you be drinking that?
It's decaf. Because we're busy women. We don't have time for lag or buffering. Who doesn't want internet that helps AI do your homework even faster?
Come again? Sorry, what was that?
Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity. The future starts now.
Choose Counter when you order ahead in the McDonald's app, and you can skip the line and get your food faster. Well played. Order ahead in the app to save time.
Your Wyndham is waiting to help you check things off your bucket list and his. With 24 trusted brands by Wyndham to choose from, your Wyndham is waiting. Get the lowest price at WyndhamHotels.com.
Getting ready for stage 2, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series racing on a Saturday afternoon in North Wilkesboro. Such a historic weekend when you think about returning to this place. And we have a special guest with us in the booth. Greg Biffle won the Truck Series title in
Greg
2000.
Biffle!
Top 75 drivers.
Yo, look at
Glad
this!
to have you here. And I'll just start out by saying congratulations on being named one of the top 75. What an honor.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was. It was a huge honor, big surprise, and very excited to make that list.
I love the fact that you're here with us. You've raced these trucks. You won these truck races. Can you believe we're back at North Wilkesboro? Such a historic day.
This is a great day, and I'll tell you what, I'm sitting here watching this race, and I want to be out there on that racetrack so bad. These guys are putting on such a great show. What I love about this is this tire strategy that's going on. I'm having a great time watching and trying to analyze this.
You know, we were talking earlier at the top of the show, this racetrack means so much to my family, especially Benny, who grew up here in North Wilkesboro, came to the races as a young man, and I know you and Benny had a very special relationship.
Yeah, we did. I mean, that's the reason why I'm standing here is Benny Parsons. You know, got my opportunity with Jack Roush through Benny, and, I posted a photo last night that a friend of mine sent me, and just miss him, and I was sitting in the back there getting ready to come on, and a big photo of him on the wall. Just coming here just reminds me of that, and seeing the grandstand, Benny Parsons grandstand over here.
I go back to the start of your career. You were the Truck Series Rookie of the Year, 1998. We mentioned the fact that you won the championship in 2000. When you walk through this garage today, what stands out to you? Because for all us, we're like, my gosh, these guys are so young. What about for you?
I mean, the same thing. You know, it feels like I'm coming here to race, you know. And one thing I love about the sport, or what I loved back then, is the first time we went to a new racetrack, meaning no one had any advantage, no one had any experience there. All these guys today are experiencing that. They haven't raced here before. So I love that level playing field. Nobody has any experience, and we're seeing it unfold.
We had 22 drivers in the field weren't born the last time we raced at North Wilkesboro.
And then you got the young Corey Heim. He's on the pole and he's leading this race. And you got NASCAR Cup winner Christopher Bell right behind him. There's just such a great mix of experience and youth.
It is, and to see these guys host some.
All right, going back green for stage 2.
Stop right back up there again. These guys are doing such a great job.
Haley Deegan got the free pass with that caution that ended stage 2. Corey Heim wins that ended stage 1, I should say. Corey Heim wins that opening stage, takes the inside lane as we begin this second stint of the race.
We're going to see something pretty normal in the first 20 positions, Adam. They're all on the same tire, so there won't be anything going crazy up there. But back in the back, a couple of really fast trucks that have those new tires are going to be charging through the field.
William Byron, the best of that group, pitted at lap 75, restarted just outside the top 15 in that 51.
Remember, that's the third set of tires that William Byron has used this race. He really has to run the end of this stage out, I think, on this set of tires. If we get a caution with 30 or 40 laps left in this stage, he could be in serious trouble with speed.
How about a dive bomb there? Surprise, surprise, Ross Chastain out of line at a 41, going after the 16 of Tyler Angle.
It's amazing to see these guys 3 wide in this racetrack, and that's what these new tires are doing. You know, you feel like Superman when you drive down in the corner, turn the wheel, and the thing sticks.
Look at that 3 wide, all 3 trucks touching each other.
Chris Hacker in that 30 truck down on the bottom, squeezing in there. Ben Rhodes has been struggling today, and that's Connor Jones. Look at that, still 3 wide.
Yeah. That's Chris right in the 0-2. He gets a little contact from Connor Jones, saves it.
Daniel Dye right behind them.
And the battle for the lead. Carson Hocevar trying to take it away from Corey Heim again.
What a great crowd on hand.
On the tires from the guys that pitted on lap 60, like our leaders, and the ones that came in just now on lap 75, because a number of those laps were caution laps between 60 and 75.
What about number 38 we see right here? Started last, and we haven't even talked much about him being 3 and 4 wide. He's just been sort of under the radar, charges his way through the field, and now runs up inside the top 5.
Yeah, I've been watching him. He's quietly working his way up and just minding his P's and Q's. He's been in some of those 3 wide battles, but here he finds himself up there in 4th now.
And he has the same tires that the 7 of Kyle Larson has too, so it's not like he all of a sudden he's up there only because he pitted a long time before these guys. He's equal with them right now.
Really good job for that group to manage their day. Didn't make a qualifying run, had problems in the inspection line. Starts at the rear. They played the strategy quite nicely, have a fast truck, and in position for another solid day. Zane Smith, the guy that won the championship a season ago. Lost a spot here. Kyle Larson drives by. How about that 38, Josh?
Yeah, and here's the thing. Zane Smith started the day with that penalty after they started the back because they failed pre-race inspection. But Chris Lawson told me going into the day they felt strong about that truck. Despite what happened all weekend long, they knew they had a truck good enough to win this race, so they're going to play their strategy, get that track position back. Now you see them running in the top 5 and a strong truck for the defending champion.
Able to take that thing really low, Josh. Maybe lower than some of the other trucks, but right now, Matt DiBenedetto in that 25 truck has closed in on Zane. There's what I talked about Ben Rhodes being a bit on the struggle bus. He's made his way in the top 10, but he's got the trucks behind him lined up. And when that happens, you can expect the old bumper coming to your tailgate.
Yeah, when you're looking out the windshield and you see a quarter of a straightaway or half a straightaway and they're packed up behind you, you better be getting hustling or getting out of the way because things are getting ready to get busy.
When you see that out the windshield, you don't have to look in the rearview mirror. You know they're going to be lined up behind you, right, Phil?
Exactly.
Bubba Wallace beating on that back bumper into 1. Bubba top 10 driving that one truck last week at Darlington. Grant Enfinger says, I'll take advantage. He picks up a spot driving around Bubba.
Well, we'll see if Grant has as much patience as Bubba had behind Ben Rhodes.
First time we see Nick Sanchez today. He's running in the 13th position in that 2 truck, been fast all year long, making his way up toward the top 10. Christian Eckes right behind him was a lap down earlier. And now he's battling inside the top 15. So many great stories here in this race today.
And I think one thing you're going to see as this race progresses, this racetrack taking rubber, it's getting slicker. So guys that ran up, fast in the beginning of this race, it may be a different group of guys as we see the second and third stage.
Sun's out too now, so the racetrack's heating up even more. It's been overcast all morning.
Yeah, this place doesn't like that heat. It really is challenging when it gets hot. We've been pretty mild all weekend.
And we'll see whose truck adapts to that as this temperature gets going.
Kyle Larson up to third, getting by Christopher Bell. Saw back behind them William Byron a moment ago, making his way through the field, up to 14th in that 51.
Greg, do you get to watch a lot of truck races?
I do.
Yeah. Who do you have your eye on? Who do you think is really showing some potential?
I've seen Hocevar get better and better and better. And to see what he's able to do, and Corey Heim, I'm not picking the guys at the front for a reason, but these guys have improved their skills and have now, gotten in here and making less mistakes, right? You learn from your mistakes. And when you make those, it's costly. We've seen Hocevar make mistakes. It's cost him. And now he's up here, running second on a track he's never seen before.
How many times do you think these two have had a little contact at some kind of racetrack and then pass one another? I mean, I feel like they're connected at the hip throughout their entire career, Larson and Bell.
I think Larson just straightened Bell out. I think Bell was sideways.
Yeah, it looked like he was really just trying to be efficient and cut down behind him. I think that's what I'm going to go with, but I'm not sure.
Kyle Larson 2/10 faster than our leader last time by. You can see the move he makes right here. He's going to grab second as he dives down into turn 3. That's a fast truck right now. Really fast.
Heim is leading. He's led the most laps today. It'll be 70 out front. But he's got company coming. Kyle Larson is fast. We're underway. Stage 2. It's the trucks at North Wilkesboro on Fox.
Craftsman is back. And to celebrate our return to the NASCAR Truck Series, Craftsman is offering special discounts to fans because teams can count on Craftsman tools to get the job done. And now you can too. When you take advantage of the Craftsman deal of the race, you'll save on the tools that'll help you power through your projects. And this deal, well, it's going fast. So scan the QR code now to get the current deal of the race.
The deal of the race brought to you by Craftsman.
Verizon Frontline is the advanced network for first responders on the front lines. Built to prioritize first responders. Built for extreme conditions. Built for the most reliable 5G network in America. Verizon is the #1 network choice in public safety. Because when seconds count and lives are on the line, the people we rely on need technology they can rely on. From the network America relies on.
Chicago's seen it all, but it's never experienced anything quite like this. A 2-day racing and music festival featuring the Chainsmokers, Miranda Lambert, the Black Crowes, and Charlie Crockett. It's NASCAR in the streets of Chicago, and so much more. The Chicago Street Race Weekend. For tickets and experiences, visit NASCARChicago.com.
Gordon Ramsay is an award-winning chef, TV star, and mogul. Fox Wednesday, his mission to invest begins.
Succeeding in business is not easy, and neither is his competition.
When he puts 15 food entrepreneurs to the test.
Make sure that we're getting that profit margin.
He'll put his own money.
That investment will change my life.
Where his mouth is.
Holy.
Woo! We care about our profits. We're running businesses.
Who will be my food star?
Gordon Ramsay's Food Stars premieres this Wednesday on Fox.
The All-Star Race. What would you do for $1 million? What wouldn't I do?
The All-Star Race, Sunday on FS1.
Meet Ultimate Hybrid. Advanced ceramic and wax technology. The best of both worlds, but better. Only from Mothers.
You saw while we were away, side by side, Kyle Larson has taken over the race lead, getting by Corey Heim. Carson Hocevar's taking over the second position. So in that exchange, the driver that has led the most laps today, our pole sitter, our stage 1 winner, Corey Hunt, goes from the lead to third.
There's something happening here with this 88, and it was what I talked about earlier. How low can you go? Look, he's all the way down on the concrete here, but even more fun to watch. Makes me want to be out there like you, Biff. Now watch what Matt Crafton does off turn 2. This is happening, and this will continue to happen even more. He's found some speed down there. All 4 tires to the bottom. Here we go.
Absolutely, and I love that. I love getting the left front down there. It de-wedges the truck, gets it to rotate around, and you're just searching for grip.
What about that 88, Jamie?
I'm not sure that there was a driver in the field this full time that was more excited about coming here than Matt Crafton was. He said this place is awesome. He told me earlier today that the thing he was looking most forward to is being able to come to a place where the truck doesn't dictate who it is that wins. It all comes down to what the driver's able to do behind the wheel and the adjustments that the team's able to make. And they've certainly been able to make some. He was unhappy earlier on. He said he was getting bound up in the corners, couldn't get the drive off. And now that he's on old tires, just like the rest of the field, he's able to do something with it.
Well, he's about 3/10 faster than the leader because of that right there, Jamie. He's using the flat of the track. He said how much he loved this track because it's worn out. Well, why is he driving down there on that fresh? If that's the case, that doesn't make any sense. But he is making it work.
Don't forget, all these spotters are watching that as well. And every one of these spotters are going to tell their drivers, hey, Matt Crafton is making some hay by going all the way down below. There's the spotters right there, all the way down below the racetrack on the exit of 2.
My question is, that's brand new pavement down there, it looks like. Is that putting wear? Is he wearing these tires out, being down on that new pavement, and is that going to, hurt him later?
And it could be a situation where it isn't so much, Greg, because he's not spinning his tires, he's not sliding his tires. He's just getting that grip. I just can't believe everybody's not doing it. Wow. I want to do it.
They're going to, as soon as they go by, usually, okay, I see what he's doing.
I'll be shocked if Ben Rhodes doesn't do that exact line when he follows Matt Crafton and sees what a bite he gets off of turn 2.
Absolutely.
Everybody's doing it over at the other end of the racetrack, but he's the only one that I've seen really do it over here in turn 2.
Crafton by his teammate, now 13th, up in front of them for 10th. Grant Enfinger has it in the 23. William Byron on those fresher tires in the 11th position. Right behind him, Bubba Wallace. Going around the lap truck, the 04 Johnny Sauter won the championship 2016.
William tires have about 15 less laps on them than everybody in front of him. But remember, half of those laps were under caution.
So really only 7 or 8 laps difference under green. Not going to make that big of a difference, especially once they get some temperature in them. About an equal tire.
Kind of sucks that Xfinity doesn't get to
temperature right now is
come do this.
Hotter than when they qualified earlier today.
Wow. And it was overcast yesterday too, so this is all new to these guys. And it makes a difference.
Over halfway home in stage 2, 27 laps to go on the 70-lap stage. Larson continues to work lap traffic. Going around the 24 of Raja Caruth, putting him lap down. Caruth in the 26th position right now. So 25 trucks on the lead lap. And the next truck Larson will see Haley Deegan, who picked up the free pass in the last caution. Oh, my. That was some off-road right there, wasn't it?
That's the line that Matt Kraft has been running.
I don't know. I
looks
saw
a little
something
different
fly I hadn't seen before.
Looks a little different from the driver's eye camera from Raja Caruth.
Oh, Grant's trying to squeeze in there.
98, Ty Majeski started row 2. Enfinger wants that spot in the 23.
It's a battle for the 9th spot. Enfinger's got it. Majeski hung up on the high side. He's going to lose another spot or 2 by being hung up on the outside.
Grant makes that move around Connor Jones. Here comes Willie B.
Sometimes you get pushed out by that one truck. You just can't turn it right back to the bottom, and those next guys are coming, and you get freight trained out.
And that's what some of the guys were saying. No matter how bad you want to get back down to the inside, even if there's a hole, you turn the steering wheel and the truck doesn't react because the tires are so slick.
That's right.
Greg, one of the 75 greatest drivers in NASCAR history, truck champion. How were you at managing your tires? Were you a hammer down guy, or could you hang on to those tires and take care of them?
Well, I typically did better on the tracks that had the higher grip. So if that gives you any
because you were a Charger.
I was a Charger, hammer down. I had the front tire run off that thing in about 25 laps there.
How many laps has Corey led? Corey Heim, 76.
So many of these guys that are so good at that. Tony Stewart was really good at it. Saving their tires. And you get to the end of those runs and you're thinking, my gosh, where did they put tires on? Because they're way faster than I am.
Battle for third heating up. Zane's got to the back bumper of Corey Heim as Corey took the Matt Crafton line, and we saw Kyle Larson adopting that line too.
I think Kyle clipped the grass, didn't he?
He did, and look at that. 4 tires down on the concrete. Why not?
It did not take long for the rumor to get around that somebody's making some speed down there on that new pavement, and now we're seeing all these trucks down there.
How many times have you heard that, Phil, on the radio? He's running up high. What? How's he doing that?
Word travels quickly on the spotter stand, right? Kyle Larson leads at North Wilkesboro. Hocevar, Zane Smith, Heim, Bell, the top 5.
I watched my first race yesterday.
You're on the team, kid. It's orientation day.
Hey, new guy. Let's get you up to speed.
Let's go.
Your workspace is ready.
Looks like you got a corner office.
Be part of something greater. Toyota. Let's go places.
Are you a new AT&T customer looking to upgrade your phone? Your trust locked into your contract for 3 years, and your phone is locked into their network too. No 2-year upgrade for you, Jonathan. But T-Mobile has a way out. Introducing the Easy Unlock. Bring your AT&T lock phone, and T-Mobile will pay it off and give you one of the latest 5G smartphones free. Plus, next time you're upgrade ready. 2 years versus 3. You're free now, little one. So are you. Just so we're clear, I did trip on purpose. For comedy. Free your phone now at T-Mobile.
Out here, you're more than just a landowner. You're a gardener, a landscaper, a hunter. Because you didn't settle for ordinary. Same goes for your equipment. Versatile, powerful, durable Kubota equipment. More goes into it. More committed.
If you choose curbside when you order ahead in the McDonald's app, you won't have to wait in line when you get here. Genius.
Here you go. Thank you.
Order ahead in the app to save time.
This is Sonoma. This is what the drivers will see. And this is what you'll see. Drivers. You. Drivers. You.
It just got really interesting in Sonoma.
And this is what everyone came to see. Get your tickets now at SonomaRaceway.com.
Ray Mariotti here. When you need parts, eBay Motors ensures a guaranteed fit. Hey, Dave.
Yep. Wait.
How those new wipers?
They're small.
Just go to eBay Motors where the check is a guaranteed fit. Let's ride.
Inside of 15 laps to go, stage 2 for the Craftsman Truck Series racing at North Wilkesboro. Let's take a look now at today's pit windows, sponsored by Window World.
We love that. See, everybody in the top 10 with the exception of William Byron, last pitted on lap number 60, just prior to the end of the first stage. William pitted for the second time this race on lap 75. I think he's probably taking care of his tires. But remember that 15-lap disparity was only 7 or 8 laps of those were green flag laps, so not a huge difference. But I think once we get to the end of this stage, most of these guys always see a great battle for second. Zane Smith's going to try to get by Hocevar, and he does. I think everyone will be on mostly equal footing when we get to the end of the stage in 11 more laps.
Zane Smith from the back after not making a qualifying run because of inspection problems all the way up to second with 10 to go in stage 2. He has put on a show this afternoon.
Well, you knew he was going to be coming. He's just too good not to, and he snuck up on us early in the race by making some subtle moves toward the front. Now he's got the hammer down, looking good.
We saw his spotter, Josh Williams, before the race. He was starting dead last. Josh said, I promise you, we're going to finish better than we started. He said it very sarcastically. I think we're seeing exactly how good that truck is.
And again, like I talked about Hocevar gaining experience, you see him, he knows that 38's faster than him. He moved up out of the way, let him go, and said, I'm going to take care of my tires and pick my battle later in this race.
Trying to make our truck better, maybe we can race you at the end.
That's right.
Paid his tuition, right? He wrote to Jack. He said, I'm going to go to school here. Get you back later on. Matt DiBenedetto.
And Bubba Wallace, he's been the fastest truck on the track lately, and he's staying up on the road as you see. Matty D got into Corey Heim.
Bubba Wallace about to pass Corey Heim for fourth. It's a 2-in-1 right there. Nice. Bubba Wallace gets up to fourth place.
Fastest truck on the track. He's all the way up to fourth spot.
Yeah, Matt DiBenedetto is having a great run as well. Maybe
Oh, trouble! Caution! The 5 trucks around. Who's that? Dean Thompson.
With only 6 laps to go in stage 2, he was 23rd, 1 lap down.
So we're probably once again going to get a 1-lap shootout to the end of the stage, maybe 2, because this one did come out with 7 to go in the stage, so we might get 2. And it was just a spin, there wasn't any damage, so maybe more.
He does get under.
Probably could just get right back lined up, do the chews, then get going.
Not the one I was talking about on the spotter stand.
Yeah, Dean was going to be fine till the contact from the 22 of Josh Williams, but now even though the
I think we'll go back with 2 to go.
About 6 laps. I want to come in now. I don't want to get those stage points if we pit now and get back going, because I don't want to give up that track position for this final stage.
We're going to go on board Chris Hacker, the Morgan & Morgan camera. You see the action was behind him. That's where you like the action to be.
Yeah. Did you hear that though when he was down there on the apron? You heard some gravel and stuff. So again, that's brand new pavement. That's more susceptible to maybe coming up.
Well, we also saw Larson down in the gravel, down in the dirt, blowing things up there. So that could have been that. This is going to be interesting to me. What if I'm Matt DiBenedetto? I'm not in a good spot. Points, I got to get some points. I might want these stage points. Does he come to pit road, or does anybody stay out?
Larson gives up top spot. Here he comes, and he's got a few coming with him. A whole bunch of trucks decide to make the pit stop here. 5 to go in the stage. It opens up, and here they are.
Guys, I think we had to stop.
Just like Phil said, you had to stop, and that's what everybody did. And that's Matt DiBenedetto, Jamie.
And one of the problems that Matt had during that run was he said that he was just way too loose in and off. So they need to tighten him up just a little bit, but he feels like this team is in a completely different place. They were earlier this season. They unroll right now with some speed. They're able to make these adjustments. What they need to do is quit making the mistakes. Up pit lane a little bit. Hocevar made that pit stop from that number 3 position on that really long run, that 54 green run. He said, we held on really a lot better than they thought they were going to, Josh.
We saw 38 of Zane Smith drive from the back up to the 2nd position. He said that truck is a lot better than where they started. They fixed a lot of the tightness in that 38 as far as the 7 of Kyle Larson. He said they're getting better. The short run is okay, but really, really good long run. So he's really hesitant to make any changes with that truck.
Top 3 off pit road. Able to hold serve. Larson, Zane Smith, Carson Hocevar. DiBenedetto +1, Corey Heim +1, Chastain +2. And you can see how tight things are coming off the pit lane at North Wilkesboro.
There's a whole bunch of trucks that stayed on the racetrack that were 1 lap down there. They're really hoping that we restart this race before the end of the stage, because they will take the wave around right now. And if the stage ends under green, then they will get that lap back.
That's just beautiful to me right there. Seeing the King at North Wilkesboro.
He only won here 15 times.
Wow. Look at this crowd. Everybody's just having such
All right, so we're going to get
concert last night.
A 1-lap shootout again.
I sang with Midland. A rumor.
Oh, my goodness.
And Chase Rice is playing. Duggar's playing tomorrow. Dirk Bentley. I mean, it looks as much like a festival as it does a race with everything that's going on here.
There they go.
Yeah, this is a huge ride for these lap down guys. I mean, to get a caution 6 laps before the end of the stage, they can stay out, get their lap back, and then pit three laps later.
Greg, we only had 18 trucks on the lead lap. Now we're going to have about 30 trucks on the lead lap, maybe more than 30.
Colby Howard got the free pass. He was 18th, so we're only going to have 18 trucks on the lead lap until all these take the wave around. We got baseball for you coming up tonight. Check local listings for the game in your area to get the Dodgers, Cardinals, or the Mariners and the Braves. It's on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Coverage starts 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Baseball. Love the baseball.
Sorry we don't have the Tigers for you.
I know it. What a great crowd. This is awesome.
I was walking around earlier in these grandstands and these ways down here where all the grandstands are. I mean, just packed out. Love to see that.
This is a great celebration of our 75th, isn't it? We got the Biff up here with us. Racing at North Wilkesboro.
Shootout to end stage 2.
How about that great shot of the turn 3 grandstands? These are temporary grandstands. They weren't even here before, and it's just about full.
Man, it's amazing to see. It's great to see.
And they're on their feet for this restart. This race has been very entertaining. All our top competitors now are on the same time.
All right.
So at least we won't see anything too crazy out of it.
Got a one-lap shootout.
Front row, Larson, Carson Hocevar. Here we go. Final lap, stage 2, North Wilkesboro.
Toe-to-toe into 3.
Hocevar hanging tough in that outside lane. Stage 1.
And it's going to be Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson wins stage 2.
And they were side by side. I think it was a photo finish for second. Hocevar got Zane Smith, it looks like. Heim was 4th. He got big stage points today. Byron, DiBenedetto, Enfinger, Chastain, Wallace, and Ankrum, your top 10 in our second stage. First time Larson has won a stage in the Craftsman Truck Series. Greg, thanks for coming by, having some fun with us here at North Wilkesboro. Again, congratulations on the top 75.
Thank you. It's been exciting to watch this up here with you guys. To see all the things happening and be up here with you, it's been good.
Appreciate you doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Enjoy the weekend. Special thanks to Greg, and we look forward to the final stage coming up live from North Wilkesboro. What a finish to stage 2. More to come from Wilkes County, North Carolina.
Get 2 entrees and an appetizer for $25 now with steak. Now that's eating good.
Did you see Zane Smith wiper move? Yeah, I did see that. I was like, what? Why?
Ensures a guaranteed fit. Hey, Dave.
Yep. Wait,
How are those new wipers?
they're small.
Just go to eBay Motors where the check means a guaranteed fit. Let's ride.
You guys ready?
Celebrate National Streaming Day with Fox Nation. Sign up completely free. There's no credit card required. But hurry, you only have this weekend to join for free. Celebrate National Streaming Day. Sign up at foxnation.com.
The Volkswagen Taos. German engineering everyone can get into. Visit your
You surprised no one has hit the inside wall yet?
9% APR financing for 36 months on
Probably will happen.
3 Taos or Tiguan.
I won. I won.
Want the speed to finally defeat your mortal enemy?
Oh, there he is. I won.
Only Spectrum gives you Speed Boost for the fastest wireless speeds in the palm of your hand. Get game-changing speed with Speed Boost, only with Spectrum One.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue.
With a range
range of drive modes and intelligent off-road technology. You can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places. The 2023 Nissan family of SUVs. Anything but basic.
Get a low $299 per month lease, or get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
You're watching Fox 68, WSYT 68.1.
Fox NASCAR live at North Wilkesboro Speedway. It's the Tyson 250 for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series with Michael Waltrip, Phil Parsons. I'm Adam Alexander. Jamie Howe on pit road with Josh Sims. We check in on our stage points today. Corey Heim wins the opening stage. Top 5 in stage 2. Good points day for him. Same for Carson Hocevar. What about Zane Smith? You start in the back, you get 12 stage points.
And you didn't have to sacrifice anything to do it to. You're on equal footing with these guys. But we talk about how many trucks on the lead lap. We had 18 AA with a wave rounds and the caution coming back out at the end of the stage. 30 trucks on the lead lap of the 36 that started the race.
But you have to mention that because that is of huge influence on the way these teams will handle strategy in this final stage. Should we get a bunch of cautions? It's not automatic that you come down pit road. You got to think before you pit, knowing how many are on the lead lap.
We know everybody has at least 2 sets of tires sitting on pit road right now, new sets of tires. And there actually are some trucks that have 3 sets of tires, but I'm not sure if there's enough time to use all those tires because they got a new set of tires on right now.
And the reason why it's a big deal with all those trucks on the lead lap, because you got to navigate around them. If you come to pit road, that's going to give up way more track position than it would have.
As anticipated, a number of trucks will make their stop here under caution at the end of the stage, Jamie.
And Caden Honeycutt, the first to do that. He was frustrated after their last pit stop because they waited so long to do it. He was running as high as 5th, and they got themselves out of sequence. But what he did learn from it is they have a really strong truck, and this team is working well together. Rajah Caruth and that number 24 truck also making the call to pit lane. He's coming off of his best finish in 6th last week at Darlington. He was on the race encouraging his team, saying, guys, it's fine that we're so far back. We got to keep digging. Josh.
For the 13 of Haley Deegan, they felt really strong coming into this race. Qualified well, but they got some work to do in a slow pit stop for the 13 as far as the 35 of Jake Garcia. That we said high school graduate. He was complaining about having no rear grip on entry and exit and needed more drive off throughout this race, guys.
Anxious to see which one of these drivers makes a splash in the final stage and makes the most of their strategy call. We've got that final stage for you. Coming up, just over 100 laps to go.
For COPD, ask your doctor about Breasttree.
Oh,
Breasttree gives you better breathing, symptom improvement, and helps prevent flare-ups.
Breasttree won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breasttree more than prescribed. Breasttree may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
If you have COPD, ask your doctor about Breasttree.
Confident about which used car to buy? Nope. Why not ask the most confident person you know?
My old high school coach.
Just say, show me the Carfax value. You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history. Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
Wendy's Strawberry Frosty is back for the summer, so Tyler's been spending a lot of Frosty time outside.
Ooh. What?
Bro, you look like a strawberry.
It'll even out.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Now open late.
We've come a long way in 125 years. From dirt tracks to super speedways and every track in between. Never backing down. Pushing boundaries and giving it everything we've got. Yeah, we've come a long way, but there's still a lot more road to run. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR.
I managed to enjoy telling people that Geico's been offering savings for over 85 years. That's longer than the Buffalo Wing's been around.
Dozen wings.
And did you know that Geico offers motorcycle insurance? Oh, my lips are burning. Oh, no, my lips are actually burning.
Geico. Over 85 years of savings and service. See how much you could save at geico.com.
It's too hot. Oh, this is too hot, mate.
Next, the USFL is on Fox. The Birmingham Stallions take on the Michigan Panthers.
They can't stop us!
The USFL Next on Fox.
The race is on at North Wilkesboro.
That's the last time NASCAR raced at North Wilkesboro. So good to be back. You can't beat the buzz in the air. And this community has come out showing their love for this awesome little short track in Wilkes County, North Carolina. And you know who else has fallen in love with this place? Kyle Larson, because he is out front in this event for the Craftsman Truck Series.
I'm not sure there's too many of the 199 racetracks that Kyle Larson's been in. He did love.
Took the bottom on this restart. See if he can get the jump here on Zane Smith and Carson Hocevar.
Pat Green got 99 laps to go.
For the inside lane, and you mentioned it, Zane Smith out there, right behind him, the 51
98.
William Byron. The 11 is Corey Heim, who won the opening stage. Been so good today after starting on the pole. Larson jumps out front.
Want to be on the inside. William Byron tried to force the issue on Grant Enfinger. Grant said, no, sir, it's not going to happen. See if William can get down to the bottom. He does get in front of Matt DiBenedetto. Huge move right there.
I talked about Bubba Wallace's speed. Now he's up front on the same tires. See if he can make anything happen. He's all over the back of Bell. That Craftsman diving low on Ankrum into turn 3.
Guys battling just at the top side of the top 10.
Look at that. That's a beautiful shot. Let's go on that bottom.
I guess it depends on what seat you're sitting in for us. It's great. 3 wide.
There's a pretty good transition off of turn 2. You heard Raja when he went off the racetrack and then back on the racetrack. Let's see if he does it again down here at this end of the racetrack. Watch him turn hard left here.
Grab that spot from Garcia.
Raja coming off a career best. Last weekend at Darlington, finished 6th at the track, too tough to tame.
It was very fast. Looked like the fastest truck late in the race, but cautions kind of kept him from getting where he was going.
Chris Wright, the 02 truck being hung to the outside of 3 wide. Connor Jones, the 66, right next to him.
Oh, trouble! Oh!
Just clipped the barrels at the end of
He clipped the barrels.
Caution of the day for the 22 of Josh Williams.
Josh Williams around.
Josh got that thing fired up though, and will drive away.
Didn't look like there's too much damage to the barrels, but a little bit.
Those barrels at the entrance to pit road.
That was a chain reaction, wasn't it?
Your body language changed when he went sideways near the barrels.
I was trying to keep him out of the barrel.
I know you were.
Good job keeping it off the barrels, pretty much. I mean, could have been a lot worse.
Side of Connor Jones, Spencer Boyd going by right there.
And then down on the very bottom.
Is that Tanner Gray going to make it 4 wide for a second? And Tanner Gray was ahead. Tanner Gray not have been there, I think Josh would have maintained control, but just clipped that barrel. Wow, that was close.
A little plastic flying, but not much. Could have been a whole lot worse. This caution helps out Daniel Dye, 29th in the running order. The rookie from Florida gets the free pass back on the lead lap.
It was going to be a mess of sand or water, whatever's in those barrels. And I'm sure Josh was looking up the windshield saying, oh, please let me just miss these barrels.
Okay.
Oh.
Should he be parked?
They're not happy.
Certainly took a swipe at Tanner Gray.
I would say that's an inside joke, but I'm sure everyone watching at home knows exactly what you're talking about from earlier this year in the Xfinity Series race at Atlanta.
Well, NASCAR doesn't take kindly to paybacks, period. But
especially under caution.
Yeah, that was maybe just a warning. Don't do that again. this race is going to be a whole lot of what we just saw there with guys trying to get down in line. Tires are fairly equal, not a lot of advantage for anyone. What's this move all about, Phil? You feel good about it?
I think Ty probably had an extra set of tires. Remember, we talked about some guys having 3 sets of tires laying in the pits. Not a lot of laps on the tires, but the guys on the racetrack, so not a huge advantage, I don't think.
16, got to make something happen.
Known as a loving parent. Known for lessons that matter. Known for being a free spirit. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer, FDA approved for 16 types of cancer. One of those cancers is advanced non-squamous, non-small cell lung cancer, where Keytruda is approved to be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment if you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
Depending on the type of cancer, Keytruda may be used alone or in combination with other treatments, and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials, exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you.
Driving for Tony Stewart is tough. Working for him is even tougher. Thankfully, this behavior tractor makes everything easier.
Little to the left.
Like moving this gazebo. We've been at it all day, and this tractor ain't even breaking a sweat.
I'm not feeling it. Let's try it over here.
Over where, Tony? Dang it, we already tried that.
Maybe we should try harder.
Maybe you should try to be quiet, old man.
Why don't you jump off that tractor and come make me?
Get 0% financing and save thousands at the Mahindra Spring Sale.
Wendy's Strawberry Frosty is back for the summer, so Tyler's been spending a lot of Frosty time outside.
Ooh. What?
Bro, you look like a strawberry.
It'll even out. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Now open late.
Here is where it must be left on the track. And now is when the future is written in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Ready for the restart at North Wilkesboro. And the fans.
All right, back green.
Together. Kyle Larson in command of the race. Hocevar getting aggressive. That's Enfinger up there in the 23.
Hocevar just wants to make sure that he clears Enfinger. He has the position on the inside.
He's going to get that spot down here in 3 and 4, I think. Enfinger's hanging tough.
Yep.
There just isn't any grip. Look at him slide up. Zane Smith trying to take advantage of that hole that was open. Green couldn't stick to the bottom. How far back will he go? When can he get in line?
Corey Hine back up there to third. He had slid after leading a bunch of laps in the first 2 stages.
Yeah, Grant gets in front of Christopher Bell. Big break for Grant Enfinger. Now Williams stuck to the outside. Has Matt DiBenedetto the 25 to the inside. He's going to have a little bit of a gap in front of Bubba, and he's going to take it. Ooh. What a nice crossover by William Byron to grab that spot back from Matt DiBenedetto.
I don't think we've heard the last of William Byron. It's going to be hard to beat.
And as you watch that truck, let's not forget, Busch Motorsports going for their 100th win all time.
Matt DiBenedetto dives down to protect that spot so that Bubba couldn't get inside. If Bubba slips up, and Tyler Ankram's going to look low.
Good day for Ankram. We were talking about him during the commercial break, scored in the 10th position.
Matt Crafton, with his unique approach to this racetrack, closing in on the top 10. There's that bright yellow truck for Matt.
And doing what he does. Hang around, hang around, hang around. Be there at the end.
I like him taking care of tires, too. If this thing goes a green a ways, he'll just pick them off because of his driving style. I'm not going to say this anymore, but that just looks fun to me. I really want to do that. I'm just going to tell y'all.
Well, that transition is rough, though, isn't it?
Looks awesome. Matt size it up. Ross, is he diving on one?
He thought about it, didn't he?
Man, that was close.
Looks like Ross is going to give him a little room, possibly. Matt's going to get up beside him. Going to have position when he gets down to turn 3. And I think it's a situation where Ross knows if he battles him through 3 and 4, he's going to lose more than one spot.
Stewart is going to fill that inside gap.
Nice recovery by Stuart Friesen, too. After having really a poor qualifying effort way back.
Yeah, and a poor start to the race. Almost lapped down. Been able to soldier on.
Meanwhile, at the front, Kyle Larson, 1 second lead over Carson Hocevar.
We talked at the top of the show about who the guys to watch were. This was one of them, Kyle Larson. Hocevar in second was another. Corey Heimer.
Found out that the Sonoma Cup race will be on Giant Fox.
They were all on my list
good.
of favorites.
You picked all of them, didn't you?
It was a lengthy list.
Those 3 and 7 or 8 others, right?
Well, I mean, you got to cover your bases. I don't think anybody. I mean, we would have all made Kyle Larson probably the favorite. That's the guy.
How do you not, right?
Yeah, with all he's accomplished. Torrey Himes showing a lot of speed too, though. Be interesting if this thing goes 50, 70 laps without a caution, just to see who falls off to where, and then have a late caution and throw some tires at them and see what happens.
Then we'll be back to 3 or 4 wide.
There's Stewart making a move.
Getting by Ross Chastain. Good move by Stuart Friesen. Ross is going to try to battle back. Not going to be able to do anything as they enter turns 3 and 4.
Well, you think about the last couple of weeks for Stuart Friesen and that team. Went through some major changes in their organization prior to Kansas. Came out, top 5 run. Solid last week in Darlington. Top 5 again. Best run of the season. So this is a team that's gone through a transformation. They said, we're not where we need to be. We're going to do exactly what we need to do to get and find the sweet spot, and they have done it. And today, even though the truck has not been its best, he's finding his way toward the top 10 in this final stage.
He got beat, though, on a Ferris mower by you, didn't he, Michael, up in Bristol?
Well, those are quite the fun mowers to ride. And Stewart's got a lot of heart, that team, a lot of energy. And my heart's hurting for him right now. They had a loss in the family this week.
And John Gurley passed away on Mother's Day, a huge part of this organization. So as we celebrate the success of the 52 team, we send our condolences to the Gurley family and everyone that's a part of that 52 team. 75 laps to go in North Wilkesboro.
Look at these seats, they great.
Yeah, kind of thought I had the aisle, but...
Hot nuts, popcorn, bundle and save. Nuts and popcorn and savings. Just like bundling your home and car with Geico.
Yeah, in fact, hot nuts are like home insurance.
I get it. The Gecko explained it pretty clearly.
Whoa! I know you. Yeah, hi. The guy who helped me bundle my home and car, he's great.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it.
Probably thought you were somebody else.
Okay.
See how much you could save by bundling with Geico. Craftsman is back.
And to celebrate our return to the NASCAR Truck Series, Craftsman is offering special discounts to fans. Because teams can count on Craftsman tools to get the job done. And now you can too. When you take advantage of the Craftsman deal of the race, you'll save on the tools that'll help you power through your projects. And this deal, well, it's going fast. So scan the QR code now to get the current deal of the race.
The deal of the race, brought to you by Craftsman.
Next, the USFL is on Fox. The Birmingham Stallions take on the Michigan Panthers.
They can't stop us.
The USFL, next on Fox.
Saturday, it's baseball night in America on Fox. Mets and the Dodgers battle Goldschmidt and the Cardinals, or the Mariners take on Acuna Jr. and the Braves. It's baseball night in America tonight at 7 Eastern on Fox.
All-Star
All-Star race, where the best of the best return to one of NASCAR's most historic tracks. North Wilkesboro. North Carolina, baby. With an uphill backstretch and a downhill front stretch. Anything can happen, especially with $1 million on the line. What would you do for $1 million? What wouldn't I do? I'm bringing the 29 back. I'll be ready. I'll be ready. Will you?
The All-Star Race, Sunday on FS1. There's a thin line in the NASCAR Xfinity Series between being a name they know and being a name they'll never forget.
I need to try it first.
Trouble!
To go, and right as we return
Oh!
to break, our 8th caution of the day.
That's our biggest wreck of the day.
That's not good.
Thompson to the 5.
I watched him and Haley battling for a position just inside the top 20, and that's how that battle might have ended.
He slid back to 24th. That's where he was scored when he hit the wall. The 0-2 is Chris Wright, and there was the 13 of Haley Deegan.
She's had quite a bit of damage on that right side today. A couple of trucks bouncing in to and off of her.
Timmy Hill, she got into when Timmy spun earlier. Chris Wright came along late and made contact. Here we go into turn number 1.
She just didn't look like she didn't try to make the turn so much. Looked like there was room for them to go low. Maybe her brakes.
And I think there's Chris Wright making contact. I think Dean was expecting her to turn down in the corner, take a normal arc into the corner, and
it didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
Wonder if Daniel Dye was anywhere in the area.
You know he probably was.
Let's see if we can find him.
Chris Wright just smashed into him. Yeah, he did.
In the area. Yeah, she did. Her truck either slid up the hill or she just planted the 5 truck.
Yeah, I'm not sure she had an issue or what, but I like tires here, guys.
Heck yeah.
We've got 2 sets lane. It's been about 50 laps since we've been on pit road. Let's put some tires on. Mix this thing up a little bit.
I like your attitude, Phil.
I think everyone's going to, though. So it's not gonna. You're not gonna be a lone ranger out there.
26 trucks on the lead lap. See, Thompson has already come down to work on the damage. Kyle Larson has led 84 laps today. That's the most. And I was surprised. This is only his 15th career start. But with the laps he's led here today, he's now led in 12 of his 15 starts. And in the prior 14, he's finished top 5 7 times and won a pair of them. So, and oh, by the way, he made his first Xfinity start, 2023, last Saturday at Darlington, and he won. So he looks to stay undefeated today in truck and Xfinity competition in 2023.
I remember he won at Eldora, one of our dirt track races, which isn't a huge surprise, but I remember another great race he had at Eldora. I told him after the race that his truck finally broke down in the final stage, and I said, I think you hit the wall 40 times in that last little stage. He said, no, it was more like 80, and the truck finally broke on him.
Here they go.
Phil said pit, and they were listening. Here they come with 64 laps to go, Jamie.
And Christopher Bell, first one to make the stop. You know, he struggled at being too tight early on, but he just said to his crew chief, John Leonard, over the radio, I figured something out on that run. We're going to be okay here. Keep this one short for me. Carson Hocevar, the number 42 up ahead. He said he doesn't want any adjustments. Quick 16-second stop, 4 fresh tires, maybe a drink, but that's all he needs, Josh.
The 7 of Kyle Larson, he felt really good about his long run truck. Well, they made some adjustments in that last stop. Felt really good about that short run truck as well right now as far as the 11 of Corey Hine. Well, he had felt he was struggling with drive off earlier in the race. They made adjustments. He said it was getting much better.
Pit crews got to do their job. Race off pit road. Kyle Larson, hold serve. Tight for that second spot. Corey Hine, number 1 pit stall after winning the pole last week at Darlington. Able to take advantage, +1. Hocevar loses 1. William Byron, we said he wasn't done yet, +3 on the pit lane. We've introduced the 51 to the conversation.
And I love this, 63 laps to go. All these drivers have at least one new set of tires still laying in the pits if we get another caution in 30 laps or so. A few of them have maybe 2 sets laying. I'm not sure they're going to have time to use all those tires, but we see another caution flag probably any time at the end of this race. I think they're going to come back in and put them on, as long as they don't have to do it too soon.
Coming up, the USFL kicks off at 4 Eastern on Fox as the Birmingham Stallions take on the Michigan Panthers. It's 35 minutes away. Tomorrow at noon Eastern time, the New Orleans Breakers battle the Philadelphia Stars on FS1. Then it's the New Jersey Generals against the Houston Gamblers at 4 on Fox. Football in the springtime on the Fox family of networks. We look forward to it later today and tomorrow as well. Busy time for the Craftsman Truck Series, and a lot of home games right now. After a trip out west to Kansas, came home racing in Darlington, at North Wilkesboro, back to Charlotte.
Are we gonna take that truck all the way to St. Louis?
Friday night. We sitting 3 across the front there. That doesn't look like a king cab, if you know what I mean.
I don't know about that. I'd like to get that little plane back out of Wilkesboro.
I like that. Although it is a short drive between here and home, and even down to Darlington last week.
It's a long way to St. Louis, though, from Charlotte.
What a run, though, we're on, right? Darlington, North Wilkesboro, Charlotte. That's just the heart of NASCAR. It's where it was born, and still, the sport is rooted deep in tradition, and it just feels really good right now where we're at.
We talked about how fantastic this place looks, yet it still looks nostalgic. It still looks old like it did back in the 90s. But what an amazing job that Marcus Smith and his staff, Steve Swift and all the folks at SMI did for this racetrack.
Doing the choose, 3 of the top 4 take the inside lane, including Larson, the leader, and Heim, who was second. And if you're a Zane Smith fan and you're like, wait, where's the 38 he's not choosing? He was speeding, drops to the rear. Boy, it's a tough break with only what will be 59 laps to go when we get the restart.
Yeah, he started at the rear and he made his way to the front, but
it'll be hard to do it now.
This late in the game, that's a big penalty for him. Only hope he has if the caution flies and he's able to get some tires when others don't.
All right, roll back green.
All those stage points, so that helps, stop the bleeding when you talk about making something out of a day that may be all for naught.
See if Carson can do anything on that outside lane, at least get to second.
59 to go.
Everybody on the inside is going to try to squeeze him up, not let him get down. William Byron doesn't want that gap in between him and the 11.
Phil, as the laps wind down, the squeezing gets more and more aggressive. There's a hole for Carson, and he's going to take it.
Good move by Carson.
Willie just wasn't quite able to get there.
Matt DiBenedetto trying to get inside of the 23 at Grant Enfinger. 25's been strong today, so is Enfinger in that 23, our Kansas winner.
How about Matt Crafton now moving around Stuart Friesen? Matt's in that yellow number 88.
He just keeps going forward. Looks like he wants some of Christopher Bell. We know where he's going to go over here.
To the grass.
Oh, trouble, the 99.
Roads around to the 99. Caution, number 9.
Stay up there. Watch out.
He was 16th. A bit of a rough outing for our champion a couple years
Ben
ago.
Rhodes.
See a little scuff on that right rear. Big spin down in turn 1. Let's go up high and see what happens.
Gotta assume there's probably some context somewhere.
Right there.
Is that Christian Eckes in the 19 truck gets in the back of Ben and turns him around?
I don't think that was anything intentional, just bumper to bumper racing, and Christian gets in a little bit further than he thought when Ben let off the gas.
Yeah, nowhere for Ben to go. He was right behind Caden Honeycutt in the 20 truck.
Call up Daniel Dye and get a look at this with his race to stop suicide onboard camera. Those are sometimes tough decisions, Phil. Do you get on the gas and just get out of Dodge, or do you check up? And Daniel said, we better get on out of here. Luckily, Ben Rhodes stayed up top, and there was no other contact.
Free pass goes to Ben Rhodes' teammate Haley Deegan. She's 26th, so 26 trucks on the lead lap. And be just over 50 laps to go when we go racing once again. Larson continues to lead.
They jump every restart outside of me. They take off before me every time. Before I'll say so.
Does he ever get stressed?
That was about as stressed as he gets, and it didn't sound very stressed. Certainly complaining about the trucks on the outside jumping. And NASCAR can monitor that. When he's the control truck on the restart, he's the one that sets the pace. If he's within the restart zone, it's up to him to restart this race. If he goes past the restart zone, then that's a different story. But NASCAR can monitor when these trucks jump on the gas from the SMT data.
There you see the black truck with Haley Deegan going around the top, getting back onto the lead lap.
And SMT data is sports media television. They have basically they're able to tell a lot of things about the speed, throttle, when they get on the throttle, how much brake they're using, steering angle, all sorts of things that they can look at.
Throwing it back to Harry Gant there.
Skull Bandit.
Nick Sanchez just took his Chevrolet to the garage. The rookie from Miami, Florida, has had an eventful weekend here at North Wilkesboro. Currently scored 33rd.
Ben Rhodes on pit road and off after that spin.
Nick Sanchez is done for the day.
You know, with Larson leading, one of the things we talked about during practice yesterday is all the parity in the Craftsman Truck Series this year. 9 races, 7 different winners, 7 different organizations have been to victory lane. Spire, who Larson is driving for, would be an 8th. Hasn't it been remarkable to watch all the different teams, all the different drivers, all the different levels of experience that we've seen deliver in the early portion of this season?
Just a great competitive year in the Truck Series, and we always wonder how can we do better than what we did the previous year, and it seems like we always managed to.
Such good racing, such a great mix of young, aggressive teenagers, veterans.
Don't sprinkle a little a few cup guys in there every now and then.
1 to go. We're choosing. Did you see the first 3 positions went to the bottom? That puts Willie B all the way up on the front row. Man, his eyes had to be wide open when he watched all that.
And you wonder how the trucks back, 20th or whatever, how they determine which lane to go. Their spotter will count either the inside trucks or the outside trucks, and they'll know what number they want. If you're running 20th, the spotter's going to say, okay, our number's 10. If you get 10 to the inside or 10 to the outside, then they know where you are. But a deal like this, you might give up a row like we saw some of those guys up front to get to that inside because it's so important.
4 of the top 5 took the inside lane, and that shows just how important it is. Front row, Cup teammates combined for 5 wins at NASCAR's top level this season. Inside Kyle Larson, outside William Byron. 51 remaining at North Wilkesboro for the Craftsman Truck Series.
I don't believe anybody jumped before Kyle did on that one. You can change that around too, Phil, as a driver. You can just say, I'm leaving early. Yeah, they're not going to jump me because I'm going to leave early, and that's probably what he did.
William's going to have a hole. He's going to stay to the outside of Carson Hocevar. Won't be able to stick with Carson on the outside. Now he's side by side with DiBenedetto. Does he get enough to get in front of him? He is. That may have cut him a break as well.
3 wide back in the back. See Chase Purdy down on the bottom. That Bama Buggies. Kyle Busch track.
Ooh. Oh, in the wall. Oh! That's a big crash. Man, that's a big crash right there. Holy fuck, boy. Haha, fuck you, Ben Rhodes.
Ben's trouble went from bad to worse with that crash, and Rajah's got to be done.
Yeah, that sucks for Rajah.
Saw Zane. There's Zane with a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, Zane Smith's done.
Truck as well.
Speeding penalty.
Or out of contention.
It puts you right in the middle of the mess.
Ben Rhodes.
Show the replay.
Had to come to pit road. He's in the middle of the mess.
That looks like that right front tire's towed out too, Phil.
Yeah, might not be terminal, but it's certainly going to be hard to be competitive.
AMR safety team is there. And back on the lead lap from 27th, Tanner Gray gets the free pass.
No replay?
We had 9 cautions when we came here in 1996. We came here in 95, first ever race here for the trucks. It was a 150 lap race, so that was a little different. So the 250.
Look at this. Look at this.
1996. We've done one better than that today.
Boom. Into the wall.
Hard racing here. That's Tyler Ankrum, the 16.
Oh, that's on the front stretch. Okay.
It's the 19 in the middle. They're going to get off for turn 2, and Ankrum's going to be kind of shoved up.
Then
the
Ankrum
wall, I think, and that's just going to slow down.
just gets shoved up,
line.
and then
bounces off of the 2 trucks below him.
Yep.
And it just shot
boom.
him out.
And then he just slows down.
And then
drops
into
it with nowhere
Caruth,
to go.
bam.
As well as all these chain reaction trucks here. Absolutely nowhere to go for any of them.
What about Bubba and Nick Garcia? They did a nice job of staying to the bottom and missing this mess. See Timmy Hill slowing down there. Right there, just shoved. Might have said Nick Garcia, Jake Garcia in the 35 truck. See right here, they slip it to the bottom right there. Nice move by that 35 truck.
What happened to Zane? He was just involved in that
This
crash.
is gonna be ugly. We're gonna hop on board the 24 with Raja, see what he sees. What he's gonna see is just a truck that stops in front of him.
Never even had time to get out of the throttle. Still in the throttle when he got to Tyler Ankrum.
Is he good car wise? No, not really.
Pushing Ben Rhodes, it looks like, behind the wall.
He's probably not done, but he's like not gonna win.
Still up in the points pretty good, but truck hasn't been running like he wants it to.
And we talked about the fact that ThorSport last couple weeks haven't been very good to them, and the trend continuing a bit here today. A host of problems for their trucks. Matt Crafton being scored in the 8th position. They look at Ty Majeski, started up front, 11th right now. Mentioned Ben Rhodes. Haley Deegan has been a lap down on multiple occasions.
Yeah, Kansas broke a streak of over 50 consecutive races on a mile and a half with at least one truck finishing in the top 10.
It's a new record, 10 cautions for the trucks at North Wilkesboro. 45 laps to go. Right on board with Raja Caruth. Hard hit here.
Get it with Gurus. Car Gurus.
The science of shine. Lightning fast with ultra-durable, super hydrophobic results. Mother's CMX line of car care products. The advanced science of shine.
There's your biggie bag. All that food for $5, that's my go-to. Ooh, that's my ride or die. Just like you and me, bag boys. Bag boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring your food?
You can always bet on Vicky. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's $5 Vicky bag.
Summer starts here at Verdict Toyota, where you can get 4.99 up to 60 months financing on your new 2023 Toyota RAV4 or new 23 Highlander. Summer starts here
Bag boys.
at Verdict Toyota in Cicero.
Hundreds of SUVs and trucks this May. Where? Burdick Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. Rows of Ram trucks and Jeeps galore. Time for you to score some savings.
It's Jeep season.
These your planet-friendly powered 23 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe. Now $559 a month after big rebates and incentives.
Many vehicles, May savings. That's why it's time to shop Burdick Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram at Drivers Village. See why at BurdickDodgeChryslerJeep.com.
RV shoppers, Myers RV invites you to see the USA the Myers way in a brand new RV. Shop travel trailers, toy haulers, fifth wheels, motorhomes, and more from some of the industry's top brands like Forest River, Grand Design, and Keystone. Find all remaining 2022 RVs at drastically reduced prices. Myers RV of Syracuse is conveniently located at 8575 Brewerton Road in Cicero. Myers RV is proud to be the largest family-owned RV dealer group in the Northeast with 13 locations across New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, New Jersey, and Ohio. Online at MyersRVs.com.
Summer starts here at Burdick Toyota, where you can check out all the Toyota tough trucks available. Then get 4.99 up to 60 months financing on a new 23 Toyota Tacoma at Burdick Toyota. Shop BurdickToyota.com.
Coming up next on Fox, it's week 6 of the USFL as the Birmingham Stallions take on the Michigan Panthers. League's touchdown pass leader Alex Magoo trying to get the Stallions on the winning track, going up against one of the better running backs in the USFL, Reggie Corbin. We'll see you coming up on Fox.
Looking forward to football when we're all done here at North Wilkesboro. It's the Craftsman Truck Series, racing for the 10th time in 2023. First time we've been here in 17 years with Michael Waltrip, Phil Parsons. I'm Adam Alexander.
27 years.
27 years. 27 years. My gosh, what you got? I let a little time pass there, you know.
We've seen a lot.
1996.
A lot of action today in our truck race.
It ain't over yet either.
Got a mess on the back straightaway we're still trying to clean up, Adam.
Well, this one's taking a little longer to clean up than some of the others we've had today. $41 to go. Let's listen to Kyle Larson.
How many sets do we have left? 2. As much as I want to come.
Yeah, this week's F1 race got canceled. It's kind of a shame. I was probably going to stream it, but now that's not happening.
That's the whole ball game. Sets of tires. I thought this was too early. We probably only have 5, 6, 7 laps, green flag laps, since these guys put these tires on. Everybody, I think, has at least one set laying. That was Kevin Bono Mannion that said the 51 won't come either.
Corey Haim, wonder what they're thinking, listening on their radio.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right call. Right now we got a top 3 truck. Something happens to Larson, and we might be able to get it. Do what the 7 does. You know, he's the best truck. We won't be able to beat him if we're not on equal tires.
And now here with the crew chief of the 11 team, Scott Zipadelli. How you guys feeling running in second right now about holding this off and getting the win?
Well, the big picture, second's not awful when you're trying to win a championship. You know, running for points. We've had good stage points all day, but it'd be pretty cool to win this iconic race. First time I've ever been here, and I gotta say Dale Jr. and Marcus Smith and all the folks that have been involved in this restoration, this is amazing. So excited to be here. Corey's doing a heck of a job. The TRD Pro Safe Light truck has been good since we unloaded it. We're a little bit off dead center. Need to make it roll the center a little bit better without losing forward drive, and maybe we can beat 7.
Thanks, Scott. Good luck the rest of the way.
He's a veteran crew chief, and he's never been
here. How about that?
It's interesting.
And I like the strategy. Do what the 7 does. Let's stay on equal tires with the 7. We have two of the best trucks. You know, last week at Darlington, Scott got a little bit off of strategy, saved a set of tires, and I think he probably had a top 3 truck there and didn't have enough time to use those new tires at the end, finishing 8th. So I think it's a great call to see what the 7 does and try to stay on equal tires with him.
Pits are open. I don't think anybody up front is going to come. What do you think, Phil?
I don't think so either. I mean, somebody maybe outside the top 10, maybe gamble a little bit if they have a set of tires. Gamble on the fact that maybe we won't get another caution flag.
What a waste of laps, man.
Lines like Ross Chastain. Good. I think it's a good gamble. Ross doesn't really have the speed here, and if he can have better tires than everybody else, even though we still have 22 trucks on the lead lap, I think it's a good move.
Think what asked Larson what's going on? I love it. I love that.
Let me give it a try.
Yeah.
He's my friend. He surely will answer.
Yeah.
Hello, Kyle Larson. It's Michael Waltrip in the Fox booth. You copy?
What's that?
Might have stepped on someone.
I think Waltrip, is that you?
Yeah, that's Waltrip. I was wondering if I could talk to Kyle.
Yep, sorry. I'm here.
Tell me how you're going to close this deal out. I know you're a little bit concerned about how the restarts are going. You feel good about it?
Yeah, I think our truck's really good. I was concerned with our short run speed early in the race, but I think that was just more traffic dependent. So we've been pretty good here, and then really good on the long run. So it'd be nice to run this out to the end. I think we could cruise then, but I know how these truck races go. They get crazy, so just got to be on my toes for anything and any strategy that might kind of come into play here.
I got you. When's too late to get tires? Do you think you're still going to put tires on if the caution flag comes out? How will that play out, or do you know?
I don't know. I mean, I think it just depends on how long these runs are. I think if you get we're 2:13, a 20-lap run, then yeah, everybody's going to probably have to come to get tires. But if they're short runs like this, I mean, I don't know. I think you just maybe keep staying out. I'm not really sure, but Bono's been doing a great job.
Italy had a massive flood. Yeah, sad. I'm hoping everyone's all right. That's the main thing.
HinderCars.com and Rick Hendricks. So, thanks to Aspire for the opportunity, and we'll see what we got. One to go.
Yeah, I think I'll let him ride with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not going to say thank you, but if you watch later, Kyle, thank you very much for talking to us.
But Monaco will be next week, and obviously I'll be streaming that. Next week will be one big stream.
Let's go to Jamie.
Rajah Caruth has now been released from the infield care center. We saw that dramatic onboard. Looked like you were full throttle. I know you're frustrated. What do you say to yourself to get ready for next week?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to shake it off. These things happen, Jamie. But we were trying to make the most of our day with our Windows Foundation Silverado, and I think we were going to pick up some spots there at the end on those late race restarts and just had nowhere to go. So stinks because, again, we weren't having the best of days, but we were trying to make the most of it. And seeing right here, I tried to check up and just he hit the fence, and then he looked like he lifted too. So there's really nowhere to go, but we'll just keep digging and go to Charlotte next week and get a good result for the men and women on my 24 team. Can't say enough about them. Everybody at GMS Fabrication, our body hangers, Mike Maury, Ron, and my personal partner.
All right, back green.
Thank you.
35 to go.
35 to go. Larson gets the jump.
Corey Howe to second. See if Carson Hocevar can fill that hole. And he is.
Oh, Did wanted that bottom. He wanted the bottom of the racetrack and couldn't get it.
Willie B's going to try
It's been a good race, man. So happy we got this track back. I was never alive when it was a thing, but you know, I've looked back. It's a great racetrack, you know, and obviously it's proved it here today. We still got the heat races tonight. We got the All-Star race tomorrow. Hopefully, this is just the beginning of a long future with this. I mean, I know it will be.
We've seen this 88 truck just get better and better.
Racing with Christopher Bell, one of the best we have. Really doing a nice job. Moved Matt up to the 7th spot.
That's the highest he's been all day.
Matt racing here at North Wilkesboro. This is the 43rd different track where he has competed. For perspective, Ron Hornaday raced on 48 of 55 in the Craftsman Truck Series.
Florida Panthers game on Thursday went to a third overtime. Damn.
Like to see this thing run all the way to the checker. Yesterday in our practice session, Corey Hahn was one of the best trucks in the long run, along with Larson and Carson. That's interesting. Those three have surfaced at the top of the heap.
And probably just outside of them might have been the 51 of William Byron.
No, went to a fourth overtime.
See the scoring pylon there, Caden Honeycutt with another solid run in that 20 truck.
Looking for his second straight top 10. Will be his third of the year, and he's running part-time.
Chris Hacker to the inside. Oh, little bump there. Another little bump.
Chase Purdy, the 4 truck. Tom Majeski, the 98.
11th caution of the afternoon.
Oh.
This for the 66, Connor Jones.
Now we're ticking toward it's getting interesting.
Now we got to think about it. We have to think about it again.
I still think maybe the leaders stay out, but there's going to be people take a chance. I
think so too, especially if you're outside of the top 10 right now. Why not?
Yeah.
And gamble on this thing going green the rest of the way. You'll be in great shape. 23 trucks on the lead lap. Chris Hacker will probably get the free pass. We'll be at 24. There's Chris, the Morgan & Morgan truck.
Talked yesterday about the fact that he ran in the Xfinity Series at Richmond, had a top 15 run. So Hacker, a talented driver out of Noblesville, Indiana.
That's up in your part of the country, isn't it?
Yeah, not too far away.
Flat left rear there on the 66 truck. Getting a report from NASCAR that they're going to hold the 66 for at least 2 laps because he intentionally caused a caution.
So they will bring him to pit road and hold him on pit road.
I don't know. Yeah, I really want tires, Phil.
I would like tires, but it's hard to give up that track position right now. But if you're Kyle Larson and everyone comes behind you, you're in serious trouble. To see what they do here. Looks like Kyle's coming.
And he's going to drag
almost everybody with him. I want to see who's going to stay out.
Bubba's the first to stay out.
Bubba's going to...
And Ross Chastain, who pitted on our last caution, is going to stay out. Everybody else, or at least most everybody, coming down pit road. 27 to go. Jamie, here they are.
And for Matt DiBenedetto, the question came from the team, do you want us to make any adjustments? Matty D thought about it for a second. He paused. He said, nope, just leave it as it is. We've gone in the right direction. Give me 4 fresh tires. Carson Hocevar, very similar story. He didn't make any adjustments the last pit stop either. He's happy with what he has to go to the finish. Josh?
Well, the debate wasn't long for the 17 to decide to come in. They said, we got 2 more sets. It's coming. Get those tires. Kyle Larson, of course, feels good about that truck, good about the long run speed. As far as the 11, more complete for them. Yeah, Corey Heim just saying he still doesn't have the forward drive and can't do exactly what the 7 is doing. So he needs a little bit more to be able to catch that 7.
Race off pit road. Ty Majeski playing strategy. 2 tires for the 98. They go plus 10. Corey Heim gets out in front of Kyle Larson, who loses 2 spots after coming in as the race leader. And we had some trucks that stayed on the track. So this is going to be a really interesting situation on the restart.
Bubba Wallace is going to be our leader. He pitted on lap 187. And what that means is he's saving his tires for later, I think. I mean, he still has the option of coming down pit road at a later date. And then Ross Chastain only has a handful of laps on his tires, and he's going to restart second, Jamie.
Zane Smith now been released from the infield carrier as well. He started this race last
Hold on.
all the way up into the top 2. What experience do you take away from today?
Just, I guess, live and learn. I just don't want to be mad at myself, really. Just didn't think I was speeding. Was put in a weird situation when that lap car came down in front of us and was just trying to maximize.
They're racing at a track that they haven't raced at in 27 years.
A certain area, really quite
yes,
nowhere.
so this track in 1996,
really fast
they stopped. That was their final race.
It's just a product that happens when you get put back there.
They,
so
I think they did a few like late model, like smaller series races. Yeah. They did a few smaller series races up until like 2011, and then it was just sitting there abandoned for years. Just like
why did they abandon it?
Just
They just didn't have that on the schedule?
Yeah. So it's pretty much just like growing like grass in the seams of like the track and like.
Do they have to do a lot of cleanup?
Yeah, so Dale Jr. wanted to get this track on iRacing, so obviously they have to like scan it.
Yeah.
So he like kind of cleaned it up a little bit.
I can tell by the pavement that it's cracked.
Yeah. So he like cleaned it up a little bit to get it like scanned for iRacing, but then yeah, they've like really done a good job since then. Green flag.
No, do you change it?
Yeah.
That's cool. If I gave you a sheet for your bed, would you put it on?
The problem isn't the sheet. The problem is that it keeps falling off.
I have these things called sheet suspenders, which will tighten the sheet so it stays on better.
Bubba had the bottom of the racetrack, had the preferred line.
I should probably get those.
Yeah, I got it was like $3 at like Walmart or something for the pack.
He had a peak there, didn't he? I think Bubba's going to be
Yeah, you still have that picture.
Yeah.
It's so old. I should redraw it.
You should.
Slide up off that dark part of the racetrack. I think he's going to be okay in that end.
Remember when Shane still had that collar? Like,
yeah.
There by Corey Haim trying
It's so
to get
hot down here.
in front of Matt DiBenedetto. Matt says, no, thank you, sir. Grabs that spot away. Great run for Matt DiBenedetto.
See Haim get sideways coming off the corner.
You should get more posters for your wall.
Corey Haim up out of the groove.
Completely fill it.
Larson going to try to take advantage.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, wow, they somehow missed a wreck there.
Are you streaming right now?
Yeah.
Still streaming?
Look at the right corner of Matt's truck. Look at Larson trying to get underneath Matt. He's going to get there.
We've hit our Craftsman, 20 to go. Going to be 19 this time around.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait. If I bought a PS5, would you give me money and I can give it to you?
The strategy play is
so, like, I buy it for you.
Ross Chastain also
And then
a bit out of balance.
so you'd go through all the trouble of getting it, and then
yeah.
I just give you the money?
Yeah.
That sounds like awesome, because that sounds like a chore to have to...
Yeah, because they're selling them at GameStop for like $500. So if I bought it, would you give me $500 for it?
You know what? Fuck it, yeah.
Okay.
Like, fuck it.
Okay.
At this point, I'll just do it.
Yeah, because they're like, we have like a surplus.
Actually, let me do a little bit of research to make sure my capture card works.
Oh, okay.
Majeski with all the tires.
Bye.
But you know who's in the catbird seat? Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson. He's just going to stalk these guys down. You heard him talking when we were chatting under caution. He's looking for long runs. He wants these 17 laps to run green, and he thinks he's going to win this race.
Come on, Bubba.
You see in the pylon the difference on.
Earlier, I was like really thinking like I want Bubba to win this race. Then it kind of looked like he wasn't going to. Because remember earlier he like passed a few cars like in a row, got up to 4th.
Yeah, 4 tires for Larson.
But now he's up there leading. That's awesome, man.
Majeski with 2 tires.
Bubba's truck has gotten better all day.
Bubba and Larson.
Long run speed and how well he had come to life late in this race. But he's got nothing for Kyle Larson.
No, hopefully we can just see a good battle between these two guys. I know they had their fight last year. I hope we can just see them have a good battle and then go shake hands, give each other a hug in victory lane, you know? That's how I hope it goes down.
To the inside of that one truck.
A little bit of a nudge from Kyle to Bubba.
Actually, I'll open those baseball cards after the stream, or after the race.
Bubba is fighting at the front on those older tires.
It's impressive.
Bubba knows if Kyle gets there to the bottom in 3 and 4, it's all over. Gonna be a good run up off the corner for Kyle.
13 to go. Here's the 7 to the inside.
All right, Kyle Larson takes the lead back again. Here comes Bubba, though. Bubba's not giving up. Bubba is not giving up. He's going to get him here. Oh! Wow, what a good battle here, man. Come on, Bubba. Come on.
And now Larson clears.
Larson just has to stay in the bottom.
No. Bubba, come on.
Majeski with a nice run off turn 2.
I think it's raining.
Trying to squeeze inside of Bubba. He's going to get there.
That was a good battle, though.
Ross Chastain 4th.
Ross Chastain's going to get around Bubba, looks like.
To get just 2
No?
times.
Bubba's holding his ground.
Wasn't really just around 10th, 12th is where Majeski was. If he can hold on here to a top 5, that would be an amazing job.
That's when you thank the crew for everything they did, including a gutsy call late.
Closing on 4 o'clock on the East Coast. Football comes your way next. Almost done at North Wilkesboro with the Craftsman Truck Series. 10 laps remaining. Kyle Larson out front.
Benedetto gets to the inside of Larson to grab that 4th spot. What a great run for that Rackley team.
Yes, it is. Talked to Matt yesterday. He was really excited. Look at that damage on the right rear. A little squeeze action on the front straightaway, but nonetheless, really fast truck. As he gets around Ross Chastain.
Didn't have a great qualifying run, and I thought maybe they'd be bothered by where they were, but he really wasn't stressed out prior to the race, and we see why. Been fast all day long. Drove right up inside the top 10 and played the strategy right. Enjoyed a great afternoon.
He's going to try to grab that third spot. I think he's going to do it as well. Those fresher tires.
Yeah, this is a great decision to bring this track back. Just based off this race, like, I mean, we still got to see the Cup race. I think that's going to be good. I really do. Even though with the next gen not being so great at short tracks, I think we're going to have a good race. I think the heat races are going to be blast tonight. I think we're going to have a good race tomorrow night. I'm excited.
On those older tires, he's just up ahead of Matt DiBenedetto.
And I got drunk in the back of the car, and I cried like a baby in the back of the bar. Said I'm fine, but it wasn't true. I don't want to keep secrets just to keep you. Caution.
And just when I was getting ready to celebrate his success and talk about a run to the finish, we get our 12th caution of the day.
That was a squeeze play again down in 3 and 4.
Look at the scoring monitor, Michael Stube, and Eckes had made his way up into
We might go to overtime. We might not go to overtime. Who knows? But we might just go to like a 2-lap to go in regulation to finish.
Really nice job getting around them to move up into the 10th spot. Stuart Friesen, a nice job to miss the 19 of Eckes as well.
Purdy had the position, just wasn't able to hold it down on the bottom, slid up and made contact, and that caused that caution.
Free pass here goes to Chris Wright. He's 25th.
There's a flat tire for Eckes, some damage on that left side.
Yeah, Eckes is going to come to pit road. Pit road is not open. That means he will have to restart from the tail end of the longest line, which he was probably going to be there anyway, but he can't ride around on that flat tire and do any more damage to that truck, the suspension of that truck.
We were showing 4 laps to go when they came across the start.
Can you turn it up a little? Yeah,
so
yeah, I got you.
It's likely going to result
that
in
good?
An overtime situation. First time the trucks have been here since
I don't want to turn it up too much, but
and we get some bonus racing at North Wilkesboro.
That scoreboard's classic. NASCAR back at North Wilkesboro.
But how you doing, Kenneth?
This team thought of every detail.
You happy that North Wilkesboro's back? I know you said you're older, so do you remember the days back at this track?
While making
they're making it beautiful.
Making it beautiful at the same time. North Wilkesboro Speedway.
I mean, it's almost surreal, really, to be back here at this place after so many years. I think, Adam, you talked about it. When has an arena been rejuvenated like this one has in all of sports?
And the way the fans in this community have embraced it and never gave up hope of someday NASCAR returning here. And if you drove by on the highway in the last 10, 15 years, you would say, absolutely no way we'll ever be there again. But
you went here in 1959?
On a gorgeous Saturday afternoon, stands full, anticipating the All-Star race tomorrow night, the best in the business when it comes to stock car racing, and a real treat today. Overtime finish for the Craftsman Truck Series.
All right, so we're going to have an overtime finish.
Some overtime rules, Adam.
Let's get to it. 2-lap shootout. If the leader takes the white flag under green, next flag ends the race, whether it's the caution or the checkers. Should the caution flag come out before the leader gets back around, sees that white flag, we'll line them up, do it all over again, and we can stay here as many times as we need to finish this thing off.
It wouldn't surprise me that we go more than one restart.
I think Kyle Larson, with the tire advantage that he has in the front, will take control of the race, but there's a lot of people that are going to be fighting hard for every position they can get.
And how many of these guys are going to try to take the inside when we have to choose?
Today marks the 3rd of 5 consecutive weeks of racing for the Craftsman.
Yeah, Sox Padres tonight.
Home game, Charlotte Motor Speedway on a 1.5 miles.
What do you think? We'll go about 80 miles south on I-77, something like that?
Yeah, and they had about 100 miles an hour to the trucks thereabouts. That track has got a lot of speed in it for these trucks.
Triple header weekend for NASCAR. Trucks on Friday, Xfinity Saturday.
All right.
Drivers only broadcast.
So they're doing the choose right now. We're going to have 2 laps to go. San Diego's going to get an MLS team.
You never know if you can just squeeze ahead of somebody and the caution comes out.
I think we're going back green on lap 250.
Caution comes out at the right time.
So
there's a possibility that you might get that lead.
this will be overtime.
We talked to Larson about the restarts,
right.
making sure he gets the advantage that he deserves for being the leader. The way to ensure that, Phil, is just go.
Gonna have 2 laps of racing left.
To where you can restart, just hit the gas. Then that way you know you're going to be the first one to go.
Don't go before that line, though.
Larson's led 135 laps today, trying to finish him off in overtime.
Green flag.
Shot out of a
Ooh.
cannon as the green flag goes back in the air.
Oh, and they're tight back there.
Needs to get a little bit of gap so that rear bumper doesn't get worked on.
Matt Crafton down low again, trying to gain.
All right, coming to the white flag.
Bubba's hung on the outside.
It's going to be Kyle Larson, man. White flag is in the air. One more time around.
Lap to go. Next flag ends the race. Been 27 years since NASCAR came to North Wilkesboro.
And Kyle Larson is going to win at the return of North Wilkesboro. Kyle Larson wins the truck race. That's awesome.
Great job. Great job, guys. Good job.
That was a dominating performance, as you said, Adam. Once he got control of this race, he never gave it up.
Very patient at the end, even though he lost that track position through the strategy. And he makes it to the end, gaining the checkered flag for the 3rd time in his career. Congratulations, Kyle Larson. We hear from him next.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
NASCAR Race Up, weeknights on FS1.
This coffee went from last resort to first option. Now try a McCafe iced coffee with bold new flavor. Get any size for just $1.79. Only at McDonald's.
What time is the Xfinity race? There is no Xfinity race this weekend. I will be streaming heat races tonight, which will be at, let's see. There will be 2 heat races tonight for the, it'll set up the open race tomorrow. Wait, no. The open race is set by the Pit Crew Challenge. This will set up the All-Star race. But those will be, I'll be live at 7, because it says 7:20 is the first heat race. So I'll be live at 7 tonight. Did Bob post a green flag time for it, or is it just 7:20?
You love a cold, refreshing soft drink from McDonald's. So we got even colder ones. Now get any size frozen Coca-Cola for just $1.99. Only at McDonald's.
You're watching Fox
Bob says 7:35 would be. I'll just be live at 7. I'll be live at 7. Okay.
Today marked the 15th start in the Craftsman Truck Series for Kyle Larson. He picks up the checkered flag for the 3rd time, leading 138 laps and getting it done at North Wilkesboro. Jamie?
Kyle Larson Larson is still sitting in the truck. He's got his helmet off. He collected the checkered flag, did a full lap, reverse course. You hear the fans yelling in the background. It is his very first truck race of the 2023 season. It was a racetrack that you had zero experience on, Kyle, coming into this race. What do you take with you now to the All-Stars tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't know. Really fun track there, especially in the truck. You know, you can use the apron and such, and in both ends there, and had a good time. That was a lot of fun on the long runs there, lapping trucks. So huge thank you to Bono, everybody on this team. You know, I wasn't supposed to run, so you know, unfortunately Alex got hurt and allowed me the opportunity to run this. So thanks to everybody at Spire Motorsports for allowing me to race their truck. HendrickCars.com, Rick Hendrick for also let me run. So been a good couple weeks, so we keep it rolling.
Congratulations.
Kyle Larson gets it done at North Wilkesboro, and they'll try to win.
What a great environment. All right, I said I was going to open these cards now. Let's do that. So we got 2 packs of cards. Oh, 12 cards each, so it's not too much. All right. So for the first one, oh, this is a good first one. Miguel Cabrera. For the Cleveland Guardians, Oscar Gonzalez. Vaughn Grissom for the Atlanta Braves. For the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. For the Dodgers, he's been pretty good this year, James Outman. For the Rays, we got Jonathan Aranda. And then we got this special Justin Foscue, Texas Rangers Bowman Scout Top 100 card. I think this is more than 12. I really do. Manuel Beltre. Averson Arteaga. Jorge Ruiz. Oh, this one's cool. Colson Montgomery. This one's got, like, sparkles. And it's, like, more durable, too. It's more, like, cardboardy. Yanquiel Fernandez from the Rockies. This one's also kind of, like, shiny, too. This one's pretty cool. And then this is just the back card. So, yeah. That's the first pack. Got some pretty cool cards there. Second pack. Second pack. All right, this is a good first card too. Christian Yelich. Love it. Yelly. Shea Langoliers from the A's. Poverty franchise. Matthew Liberator from the Cardinals. Cade Cavalli from the Nationals. Ooh, we got a Rangers Jacob deGrom. So these cards are like new. These are like brand new cards. From the Kansas City Royals, Nick Pratto. Prospects, Joshua Baez. So this is a rare bird. This is a cool card. So this is like shiny. It's more durable. From the Giants, Marco Luciano. I feel like I should have heard about this guy if he's on my team, but no. Red Sox, Miguel Bleis. I've literally never heard of this guy. Has he played in the major leagues this year? I don't know. Phillies, Justin Crawford. So this is a cool card right here. Astros, Drew Gilbert. It's pretty shiny. You can see a reflection. And this is the last card. Another cool one from the Cubs. The chrome one again. Moises Bastellaros. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we got some cool cards here today. I'll keep them in 2 separate stacks for the sake that they're 2 separate packs. But yeah. You're watching the WNBA? That's rare. I'll let the stream get to 3 hours. Might as well. Might as well just wait it out 2 more minutes. Let the stream get to 3 hours. We'll just sit here in silence and listen to the rain. It's peaceful. It's very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. The peace in the life. I could sleep to this. Actually, I couldn't. Yeah. Usually when I try to go to sleep and I hear the rain, it's like, shut the fuck up. Close the window. Las Vegas Aces winning 43-23. All right, one more minute. One more minute. I'll just let this get to 3 hours. But yeah, fun race today. I'll be live at 7, like I said, for the Cup heats tonight. That'll probably take about an hour and a half. Not too long, but yeah. But yeah. All right, guys. Fun times here today. Fun times on the stream. Fun times. North Wilkesboro finally fucking back. I've been wanting this to happen for probably about 6-7 years. So yeah, so it's, I mean, even though I haven't been waiting 27 years, it's still kind of a long road. So it's nice to see it come back. But yeah, fun race today. Congrats to Kyle Larson. And thank you all for watching. And peace out.